whacked out videos, bro. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna play one. It's fucking nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel. So if you're triggered easily or you know, I would I'll let you know before I play the one that's insane. But right off rip, this is just crazy. This is a video I seen a while ago. This shit stayed with me. It's not like gory, it's not nothing like that. It's just like just creepy to know that people like this are out there, you know. So we're gonna start right off with Nick Crowley. This dude makes pretty good videos. I don't know if you're into this kind of shit. He does like YouTube's darkest channels, Reddit's deepest rabbit hole type shit, you know. So this one, I remember seeing this video. If it's new, I might know what you're talking about. This one, I don't know how new this one is. Salute, y'all, salute. I don't know how new this video is. I seen this probably 6 months. This might be like within a 6 month-ish range. But yeah, let's just roll it for now, and we'll get into it.
Capturing and exposing criminals in the act, from the most petty of thieves all the way to attempted murderers and kidnappers. Due to their knack for capturing disturbing encounters, the videos that have emerged from these devices have practically carved out their own genre here on YouTube, to the point that many, including myself, have almost become desensitized to them. But recently, a video began making the rounds, showing the events that transpired at a Las Vegas home on the evening of July 21st, 2021, and it proved to be one of the most chilling I have ever seen. It happened around 8 p.m., where a young lady had been working in her kitchen, waiting for her husband to return home from work. It was another 100-degree day in Vegas, and likely in an attempt to cool down, she would open her window to let the evening breeze in. Unbeknownst to her, this harmless decision would lead to a terrifying series of events. Outside of the home, a man had been wandering the suburban streets aimlessly, roaming throughout the neighborhood before stopping in his tracks. In front of him was the open window and a clear view of the woman inside. It was a chance sighting that would lead to the man approaching the house and ringing the doorbell, where the camera would begin to record.
Bro, already look at this dude. Look at this dude. I don't even need to see the tattoos. They don't even need to be visible. I don't even need a clear look at his face. This guy looks like the dude that kidnapped Elizabeth Smart. Okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about? This guy looks like the dude that kidnapped Elizabeth Smart. 100%.
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
See, and what he's doing here is he's practicing his lunacy. He's practicing what he's gonna say before the lady comes to the door. Okay, and it's caught on the ring. But are you sure? Are you sure? Because I just have a couple questions. He's practicing. He's literally running his routine before she gets to the door. How insane is that? He's literally rehearsing. This is psychotic.
Just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
Bro, what the fuck? Look the way, first of all, he's doing the lean. He's leaning to the side, peering through the fucking door glass, right? And he's going, are you sure? Are you sure? Because I just rang the doorbell. I just have a couple of questions. He's like an NPC stuck on loop. He's like, he's waiting for you to hit A to proceed with the next bit of conversation. He's stuck in a loop. But this gets even fucking crazier.
What? Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
The man stands there ringing the doorbell and knocking at the door, repeating the same sentences over and over again, calmly stating that he just wants to ask a few questions. However, the woman inside had
No, bro, we're here. This is a channel where, we laugh. It's fucked up as the situation may be. Like, I'm gonna make some jokes, bro. I'm gonna make some jokes. There's luckily no one was harmed in the filming of this video, so we can laugh at it 100%.
never met this man. In fact, she had never seen him before this moment. And to make it all stranger, she didn't respond to anything the man was saying and was out of his line of view as he peeked through the door. So the phrases that he was saying were not in response to anyone, and instead, he was speaking to himself. Fearing for her safety, the woman inside didn't open the door or engage him at all, leading the man to take things a step further.
Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you positive?
But are you positive though? But are you positive? What the fuck?
Are you sure? Are you absolutely certain?
He begins trying to open the door, but thankfully it was locked, causing the strange man to start walking away, cursing under his breath. The footage is incredibly off-putting, and although the man seems to stay perfectly calm, there was something very aggressive and erratic about the way he was speaking, making one wonder what his true intentions were when he approached the house. As the man begins to walk away, the woman's husband, still at work, would chime in through the doorbell after noticing the situation begin to unfold, which in turn...
Bro, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what we call the Thorazine stare. What the fuck? Imagine you get a ding, a notification on your Ring doorbell cam. You look at your phone and you see this. You see this guy standing there, going, "Are you sure? But are you absolutely certain?" And trying to open the door when your wife's home. You're at work, looking at your phone, and this guy's muttering to himself at your front door, trying to open it.
would lead to the man revealing why he was ringing the doorbell.
Sure.
I'm definitely sure, buddy. Right?
What?
Facts.
Yeah? Are you sure? Who are you? Hey, I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to ask you about making sure.
Bro, his whole cadence changed. When finally the husband over the Ring doorbell goes, "Hey, who are you?" He goes, "Oh, hey, I just have a couple of questions." It's an entire fucking cadence change and tone. He went a whole octave up. Crazy.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to rip her and kill her.
Bro. Do I need to repeat what he just said? Calmly and quietly, he walks back up to the Ring doorbell and says, "Oh, well, what I'm looking for is the woman that's in there to come to the front door so I can grape her and kill her." What the fuck?
You have her open the door? I'm going to rip and kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in.
Bro, hold on. Let me remove this banner so you can see what this psychotic... Bro, look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Lifeless eyes. Black eyes like a doll's eyes. Look at this fucking lunatic. Bro, what?
You have her open the door? I'm going to rip and kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in.
I'm gonna grape and kill the girl that's on the other side of this door as soon as she lets me in. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me do that real quick. Like, what? Bro. Who the fuck is gonna be? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, now that you mention it. Oh, okay. We didn't know what you wanted. Now that we know, we're gonna open the door. Like, bro, what? This dude is cooked. He's off a whole fucking pile of that Heisenberg, dog. He smoked an entire fucking Himalayan mountain range of some Heisenberg.
It was no secret what he had planned for that evening. He outright says it, even revealing that he had the weapons to make it happen.
I want to rip her and kill her because I have a knife and a gun.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm gonna knock on the door again.
If that woman had opened the door, or if that door had been unlocked, well, we know what would have happened. But thankfully, neither of those situations played out, and instead, the man walked away muttering the same phrases over and over again.
Yeah. What?
Are you sure? But are you absolutely positive? What's scary is that he just goes to the next house. He just goes to the next house. What the fuck, dog?
Peering into the night. Police were called to the area moments later, but the man was nowhere to be found.
And he disappeared into a wormhole. Was that guy a fucking time traveler? Like, what the fuck? What was that?
As quickly as he had entered this couple's life, he was now gone, leaving them with the reality that at any moment he could return. Scared for her life, the lady posted the clip online, where it would quickly go viral across YouTube, which honestly may have ended up saving a life. The following day, a viewer of the video would recognize the same man walking in another residential area, in one that was not too far away from the house where the encounter took place. And after the police were called, the man would be quickly arrested before he could play out his disturbing fantasy. When confronted and asked for his name, the man would simply state that he was the Holy Spirit.
He was
said
the Holy Spirit, dog. Did I not say? Literally, he's just like the guy that kidnapped Elizabeth Smart. That thought he was like the second coming and fucking changed his name to some shit. Like, bruh.
nothing more. Though his real name was revealed to be Christopher Sums, a man who had passed charges of stealing, assaulting, and intimidating a witness, with his mugshot being nothing short of completely haunting. But what I found most surprising was the fact that he didn't always look like this. In fact, just a few years ago, he looked completely normal. And according to his LinkedIn, he had a fairly impressive work history
No,
and what seemed to
that
be
is not the same guy. There's no way that's the same guy. What?
a good life, until for whatever reason, things spiraled in the wrong direction. As it stands, Christopher is being evaluated to see if he is mentally fit to stand trial, as many believe that he likely suffers from some kind of psychological condition, hence the repeating phrases and the strange behavior.
You know what it is? Dude, this is a fan in 3 years. Just showing up at someone's door is like, you know what it is, folks. He's like knocking on the door. I just wanted to tell you to stay positive, folks. Oh my God.
Though his blatant and rapid change in appearance might also point to heavy drug use.
What? There's no way. This dude turned into this guy? What? He went from Greg the Great to abysmal.
Or even a combination of both. But regardless of what was behind his behavior that day, the situation and the subsequent video is haunting and could have been so much worse had that door been opened.
Are you sure?
I feel like everyone's out to get me.
Are you sure? But are you absolutely positive? Bro, hold on. I got to show you what this dude looks like if you don't know. This is a famous case years ago. I don't know if it was like big where you guys were. Before the bath salts. No, that was definitely, yeah, before and after the bath salts for sure. So this is a famous case. I don't know if you, I'm sure you've all heard of it. Elizabeth Smart, this girl, she vanished and then she was found alive after, and she was being held captive by a couple, this weirdo dude who claimed to be like the Messiah and shit. But tell me that this doesn't look like that guy. Tell me that doesn't, bro. Tell me this doesn't look like that guy. 100%. And going by the same weirdo on it, like, he changed it. He had like 17 names or something. But bro, wacko, whack jobs. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This next, I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to play this next one yet. It's so fucking dark. So dark. Bro, 1 for 1 for sure. Yeah, that's a straight shot. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get into some interrogation. Even though it's of a murder and it's sad that what happened to the girl, like, this is just fucking insane. So, I'll let you know right now, we are going to be making some jokes during this interrogation, folks. Because what the fuck? What the fuck? The guy, we're going to be making fun of the killer. So it's okay. Because he deserves to be made fun of. This guy, ironically named Steven McSanto, DJ Steven McSanto. Okay? Steven McDaniel. So if you don't know, this guy, okay, he went to school. He was like in school for law, right? And he would always be on Reddit bragging about how he was so smart, and if he wanted to, he would get away with murder. And this girl he shared classes with and lived next door to, that wouldn't give him the time of day, but he was like obsessed with her. So you know, I mean, just look at this dude. Just look at him. So this is right when it happened. She was missing. She was missing at the time, and they're interviewing all her friends, and he's the neighbor. So they're interviewing this kid. And just watch what happens. Just watch. It's insane. Oh my God. To a playlist is fucking insane. Out the gate, based Andy. Oh my God. Okay. R.I.P. to the victim, though, for real.
GXA first interviewed McDaniel the day after Lauren Giddings was reported missing in June of 2011. Reporter Michelle Casada found him standing outside the apartment building where he and Giddings had lived, and that we now know was the scene of the crime. He talks about joining Giddings' friends to look for his law school classmate and how they entered her apartment to see if there was anything wrong. It was also the first time McDaniel found out that a portion of Lauren Giddings' body had been recovered by police from the dumpster where he had put it. Knowing now that McDaniel had murdered and dismembered Giddings, the interview provides a glimpse inside the mind of the killer as he builds his story and his alibi. Take a look.
Person that was living there?
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from
Ein. He doesn't even say I mean. He goes ein, like it's one word. Is that ein?
from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
And did you see her hang out with anyone at the time, anything like that?
No. No one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, I've always heard noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see her?
I mean, she's as nice as can be.
I
mean, very
guilty,
personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No,
I'm sorry if you say no, you're definitely guilty.
We don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but I mean, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body.
Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
Oh, they didn't even play the whole thing. Okay, so what happened there was he threw her body in the dumpster, right? And this was like 7 a.m. and the garbage truck comes and picks up the trash from this dumpster right around that time that day. So he was counting on them to just come pick it up, haul it out. But what happened is when the cops got called and came down there about a missing persons call, the first cop that showed up just so happened to park in front of the dumpster. So the garbage people, they couldn't take the trash yet. So he's mid-interview doing his, I don't know. We don't know. And then all of a sudden he gets hit with well, they just found a body and he said, a body. And that's why he had a fucking panic attack, because he said, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They found it. But there's more to this interview. He sits down for like a minute, and then he comes back up rattling off. He's like, I don't know who would do this. And he starts fucking freaking out live on the news. I got to find the second half because it's going to be very relevant when we get into the interrogation bit. He's like, body, I think I need to go sit down. I need to sit there, bro. Right. You need to start running. Facts, dog. Hold on. I need to find this second clip because what the fuck? Hold on. Stephen McDaniel. News interview. What the fuck? I'm like A-fan. I won't spell it right. 240 first media interview.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on...
This has got to be it. It's got to have the second half.
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just
my neighbor. Hold on. And he's like, I got to sit down. Then okay, this is after he sits down. He comes back and he's like, well, you know. Oh, yeah. Right here it is.
McDaniel, Michelle Casada from
no one had seen her since Saturday because we all just, there's not a whole lot of interaction unless we're doing classes.
Right.
And she was doing the online version of it.
You all studied together though?
We were in, there's two different people there's two companies that provide it.
See, oh wow, your whole fucking entire aura switched up. See how before even his hair wasn't fucking disheveled. He was like, we both like graduated. And now he's like, fucking stuttering, stammering, fumbling.
Captain provides it and Barbie provides it. I signed up with Barbie and I've been doing the lectures that they have in the mornings. She was doing the Kaplan online, so I hardly ever saw her. I would see her like go out running, but
what time would you go out running?
I don't even know.
At night or morning?
I don't even know. I would see her go out running. What time? I don't even know. What? You just said you'd see her. Was it light out? Was it dark? Was it like breakfast time? Noon-ish? Afternoon? Midday? Night? Midnight? Jesus, bro.
I saw her like midday a couple weeks ago. That was the last time I saw her, was coming back from the bar prep on the main campus because we got moved over there for a week or two.
But she normally would run. That was
she ran all the time. She had a group that she would go.
Every time I saw her, she would be running away. Like, take a hint, bro. We were such close friends. Every time I saw her, she would be bolting in the other direction. Because I'm a fucking creepazoid.
Running with. I don't know anyone that would want to hurt her. She was as nice a person as there is.
Was she moving soon? Did you know anything about her?
Yeah. She was going to be.
Yeah, the fake hyperventilate, but can't even get any real tears going. Fucking retard.
Moving out today. She was supposed to move out today because someone else was going to be moving into her apartment in New Boston.
Oh, that's what it was. She was moving that day, and he had been obsessed with her for years, and was like, "Oh, but now you're graduating, and you're leaving me." So he, that's when he finally decided to. And I guess they found on his phone after, they found like footage on his phone where he would like he put his phone up to her window and shit. It was like trying to get footage of her in her bedroom and shit.
Do you know if she was like, where is she from? Is she from Maryland?
Yeah, she's from up in Maryland.
Put this on you so we can hear you. Is that all right?
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, and you can just hold on for that. Thank you. Yeah, she's from Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, she was from up in Maryland. I mean, all her family was there, as far as I know. I mean, she.
What's going on in your mind right now? Like, what are you thinking?
It's like, I'm thinking Omar from The Wire is gonna come, but
Why would anyone do this?
why would anyone do this? Like the worst acting I've ever fucking seen, dog. What? I've seen better acting in Man movies.
She didn't hear anything.
No.
Anybody?
I just heard something. Maybe I could have helped.
Okay, don't worry. Do you want to sit down for a second? Get something to drink? You know, if a bunch of her friends are getting together.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's how.
I fucking DJ Steven Monsanto does better acting in the chat, pretending to be a woman.
I found out that she was missing. A bunch of her friends came over yesterday night around midnight, and they hadn't seen her since Saturday, so they were trying to find out where she was.
So they were knocking on neighbors' doors and stuff?
They went in, they had a key to her apartment, and they checked around, didn't see anything out of place. I mean, it was locked when everyone got there.
That was midnight?
Yeah, around midnight, and then we went over to law school, see if maybe she was over in the library studying or something. And we looked up in the study rooms on the third floor, and there was no one there. And we came back, we looked around, and just tried to find anything to figure out where she was.
She doesn't have any family in Georgia?
I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, all of her family is from in Maryland.
Have you met her family before?
There was one time that I met them. They came down first year. She had a little dog, a little brown dog, that
You seem to know everything about this girl. Jesus. And you notice how the newscaster, brilliant. I got to give it to her. She caught on right away. That's why she's like, why is this weirdo standing outside? Is this like her close friend? No, just a neighbor. Immediately started interviewing him. Brilliant. And they had already found the body at that point. So peep how subtly she threw that in there mid-interview. And he just started freaking out. And now she knows this dude's fucking suspicious as fuck. So now she's just asking him all these like strange questions, catching him slipping, go, oh, do you know if she had family here? Do you know fucking what year she was in, or what? She'd go running at 7:30 every Tuesday, and she had a brown dog. And but like, bro, you know way too much about this. I don't know shit about my neighbors. I don't even know their fucking names, half of them. Okay, absolutely.
He would exercise out in front of the law school, and it got hit as she was coming across the road. I heard the car hit it and ran out, and she was there crying. And thankfully there was someone who came along who knew a vet or something, and they helped that. And her family came down. I think a couple weeks after that or something. I met them just briefly,
right.
But we've been trying to figure out. She has a boyfriend up in Atlanta, but
even the cameraman now is getting in on it. He's like, oh, he's like peeping his head around the camera. He's throwing in questions now too. They know they got him.
Someone called him, and he hadn't heard from her.
Now it turns into a maze family tree backstory. He, her, him, she, they, them. Like, he's fucking all over the place.
Someone called him, and he hadn't heard from her. No one could figure out where she was.
Who was the last person to be with her? You said that somebody seen her on Saturday?
Yeah, she went over to a couple friends' house, Garen Mueller and Joe Cairns. They live over on Walnut, and they said that she was over there in the morning, and then that was the last time that anyone would been able to find out from had seen her.
Okay, so we get it. Pretty much, he's just a fucking mammering, stuttering fool the whole damn time, right? He's like, whoever will do this, something's wrong with them. This guy has no survival instincts. Like, yeah, exactly. That's why we're watching it. I know it's a tragic thing that happened, but it's like this guy's just so fucking stupid. And he's so unlike, like, obviously, it's like, you're not like gonna like a murderer, but it's like, just how fucking dumb can you be? And I guess he literally would be on Reddit all the time bragging about how he's so smart and he knows all the laws because he studies, and how if he ever did it, he'd get away with it. And fucking, so then he's on the news acting like a goddamn retard. Asking to get, bro, literally. And now, bro, this is the strangest thing I think I've ever fucking seen. This interrogation interview is fucking brilliant. And the two detectives, amazing, incredible. The fucking accents they have, the questions they ask this kid. Like, this is one of, I watch this, like, I've watched this at least once a year since I've seen it. Like, literally, I go back and watch this like once a year because it's baffling. It's interesting. It's funny. It's fun. Like, it's got everything. It's got everything. I'm like, it's such a mind fuck that I go back and watch it. Now it's 2 hours. We're probably not going to do all of it, but there's some great fucking parts in this. And wait till you meet the detectives. This is great. Had to play it.
All right. I just got to ask you a few more questions. Okay. You came down earlier tonight. Me and you talked. All right. You don't have any weapons on you, do you? No. That's just you are. What's wrong? You know Detective Patterson, right? Yes. Do you remember? Put your hands up here. You remember us talking earlier tonight? Right?
So right off rip, he's like comatose mode. Detective comes in, love the technique. Detective comes in, hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, what's wrong? Immediately, he's like, what's wrong? What's up? Like, you look like a ghost. He's like, you remember, I'm the dude I talked to you before, Detective Pat. And he sees the guy's just like sitting there being stiff. So he's like, come on, like, put your hands on the table, like talk to me. And notice how this kid just immediately does it, but he does it like a fucking alien or robot. He's like, oh, put my hands on table. Okay. I will obey command. So unnatural. This entire fucking interrogation, this kid, it's like, he's just in like fucking, like when you go in safe mode on a computer and it's only got like 3 functions, that this kid just like entire system is just shut down at this point.
Yes. You remember me earlier in the day? Yes. When we came down here and talked a little bit and then we left? Yes. Okay. I need to know about this girl right here. You know her? Yes. Who is that? Lauren Giddings. Does she live next door to you? Yes. When's the last time you seen her? 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay. Was you friends with Lauren? Yes. Look at me when you talk to me, son. Okay. Was you friends with her? Yes. Close friends? We were good. I mean, y'all were friends, right? Both of y'all are law students. You're studying to be an attorney, right?
And see how he's like, he still just keeps the edge of his hands on the table because the cop asked him to put his hands on the table a minute ago. So he just doesn't take them up. Like, this is so fucking bizarre. It's insane.
Yes. What kind of law do you want to go into? Criminal law? Yes. Civil? Is that what you want to do for a living? Yes. Okay. Are you almost finished? Yes. Okay. So you don't have too much more to do, right? No. All right. Are you going to stay here in Macon? I don't know. Did you used to work at the district attorney's office in Macon? Yes. Was you on the...
Keep in mind, this is the same kid that was just on the news like 8 hours earlier going, I mean, like everybody knew her. And I mean, like she'd go out running. And I mean, he was fucking all talkative before, right? I mean, and now he's sitting there like a goddamn robot going, yes, just nodding his head. Yes. Only 1-word responses. That's it.
Prosecutor side or the defense side? Prosecutor. So you were on our side. Yes. Right. You never worked on the other side? No. Did you like it when you were down there? Yes. Got along with everybody? Yes. Okay. And you lived next to Lauren for a long time? Yes. Okay. Do you know where she's at tonight? No. No. Have you ever seen her with that dress on? No.
Look at those head, dude, those head turns. He's like a fucking Terminator. I like, and this detective, I like the way he just did that. He's like, oh, you ever seen her? Oh, you seen her tonight? You seen her with this dress on? Like, immediately threw him for a loop on that one, I feel like. Good question.
Is that?
No.
Bro, I don't know how this chair, this dude's testing the fucking limits of this chair right here, bro. For sure.
Yes.
And look how he's just fucking ice grilling him the entire time. And you know this cop is like, I'm gonna go in there, call me in 2 minutes.
Okay. My major didn't do that, but okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said video's so shocking, they'll make your chair spin.
Just tell me what happened, brother.
I don't know.
Well, where's she at? I need you. I'm asking you for your help. I'm a detective. I'm asking you for your help. Okay? I'm asking you for help. I need your help. Can you help me?
See, and there's always there's like the psychology behind interrogation rooms and shit. Like, you always want to like you want them to feel cornered. Well, I guess it depends the situation, but normally you want them with their back to the wall facing the door, and then you want to be in between them and the door. And also what he's trying to do right here, this technique, is like, that's why he was asking him before. He's like, oh, you studied law? He's like, oh, well, you were on the prosecute. He's like, oh, so you were on our side. You're on our side. You were on the prosecution side before. And now he's leaning into him intently and being like, oh, I just need your help, buddy. I just need your help. You might have seen something. You were a neighbor. You see anyone? You know what I mean? He's trying to like build rapport. But what doesn't work with a fucking sociopath robot. Okay? So none of this is going to work with this kid.
I don't know.
You don't know if you can help me?
Yes.
I need your help. Help me out. Tell me what.
In that room, where did this happen? It's like Florida. It's probably hot. I'd imagine it's pretty hot in there. They both got short sleeve shirts on. But who knows? They might pump up. You know what they probably do? They probably slowly turn up the AC. You know what I mean? So like to give him that chill, like slowly during the interrogation. An hour in, all of a sudden he's like, whoa, I got a fucking chill going up my spine. They slowly lower it like fucking half a degree every 20 minutes.
Dude, has anybody asked you for help today? I need your help. I'm asking you as a friend for help.
All right, so we're gonna skip forward a little bit because he does like, he just asks them like basic questions, and he's like, he asks him to like sign paperwork and stuff. You know, it's like kind of slow build up. And also, you need to meet the other detective. The other detective is fucking amazing. He's my favorite part of this. Yeah, he's like, do you have another car? Do you have another phone number? You know, a lot of chair spinning, a lot of asking him about his family. You know, they do that. See how he's like lean back, hands on the head. But notice the kid's hands have not left the fucking table since the cop asked him, hey, he's like, what do you do? Like, why are you being all weird? He's like, come on, put your hands on the table. Like, you know, be a human. So he just sits like a robot with his hands on the table the whole time. And the detective's like, you know, he's throwing his hands behind his head. He's making the chair spin. You know, he's trying to talk to him like, oh, where'd your family grow up? And how's it your grandma and your grandpa? And this kid just fucking, look at it. Look, I'm fast forwarding it. Look, he doesn't move. Look how far I go back. Look how far I go forward. He doesn't fucking move a centimeter. His hands still in place. His head, the only time he moves is when the detective puts something in front of him. And then he's forced to slowly Terminator head turn and look at it. Insane. Fucking insane. So let's go forward a little more. I think we're around the other detective. You know, there is a part where he's like, oh, so, you know, you think she's pretty? You know, you think she's pretty? He's like, come on, you know, it's like a young girl, you know, think she's pretty? And he's just like, I don't know. And he's like, you're a young man? He's like, come on. He's like, you're a young American male. He's like, you got blood running through your veins. Come on, you could say a girl's pretty. And he's just like, I don't know. It's so fucking weird. Okay, we're gonna go for it a little more. Let's go around here and see what happens. Okay.
So this little act that you're doing right now ain't working with me. Okay? Because you didn't have no problem talking to the media. No problem. So you can just snap out of it and tell me what the hell happened.
Bro, we're literally 22 minutes in, and his finger, it's not like his hands, it's just his fingertips are on the table. It's like not even a comfortable, like, and one thing people do, sometimes like it's like self-soothing to like rock back and forth, or like to like cover yourself with your hands and shit. Like people do like self-soothing things like that. This kid's just like I said, it's like he's in safe mode, and then the computer's in safe mode. He's just completely shut down, and it's just like fingertips on table, glaring stare straight forward, and either yes, no, or I don't know. That's the only fucking things he'll say.
So we can move on.
I don't know.
Well, how many times you gonna say I don't know?
See? He's like, how many times are you gonna say it? Because at this point, he just keeps going, I don't know. I don't know. So the cop's like, bro, is that what? Is that all you got? So they know that's not really working. This cop trying to do the buddy routine, it's not really working with them. So this is where they bring in the bad cop. Okay. And this guy is fucking incredible. I forget this dude's name. Because he's like, what the fuck? He's like, you were just on. Hold on. I think this part might be it though, where it's like, you were just on the news, you had no fucking problem.
I'm asking you about it, and you're just saying I don't know. That's the only answer you can give is I don't know. It's 6 hours or a couple hours ago, you was out there telling the media everything. You didn't stand in front of that camera and say I don't know. You were actually answering questions, right? How many interviews did you give? 3?
I don't know.
You gave like 3. Do you think that was a proper thing to do when a mother's looking for her child?
They asked me what happened.
And what did you tell them? What did you tell them?
That Lauren was missing.
Okay. What else did you tell them?
That we had gone looking for her.
Okay. And what?
And that we hadn't found her.
And what else did they ask you?
I don't remember.
Why don't you remember?
I don't.
You're telling me.
I don't remember. See, he went down this avenue because he finally got him to say anything other than I don't know. So he's like, oh, you gave 3 fucking interviews to the media. You had no problem talking to them. And he's like, and then he just goes, well, what'd you say to them? And then he starts going, well, I said this. And he's like, what else did you say? Because he's like finally getting him to answer questions that aren't just, I don't know. And then he finally gets into a roadblock. What did you say this? He goes, I don't remember.
That you went through law school. Well, you went through college first, right? Did you graduate from college?
Yes.
Now you're in law school. Did you graduate from law school?
Yes.
But you don't fucking remember what they asked you this afternoon?
You're telling me you graduated law school? You don't fucking remember what they asked you this afternoon?
Huh? I just don't fucking believe that shit.
I don't fucking believe this shit. So you can tell this guy's just, he's supposed to be like good cop, but he's kind of losing his patience. He's about to turn bad cop, and that's not the plan. So pink shirt comes right in the door like, no. I got this.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, bud? Already. Accent, love it. Attire, love it. Haircut, let's go.
You talked to him about his guns?
Yeah.
When was the last time you shot those guns?
I haven't.
The first thing he said, he looks at the other cop. You talking about his guns? Yeah. When's the last time you shot those guns?
Never shot a gun?
No.
Have you ever shot any gun in your whole life?
No.
Never.
No.
So you bought 3 guns that you've never shot?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
For what?
For what? He said, why? For what? You bought 3 guns you never shot. Bro, this cop fucking rules.
To have.
For what? I'm asking for what? Why do you want to have them? What makes, did they give you, I mean, tell me why it's important to you to have 3 guns. That's an easy question. Come on, talk to me, buddy. Me and you talked all day today. We ain't had a problem communicating. Why is it important for you to have 3 guns? Do you not know?
Do you not know?
Okay. You got a girlfriend?
No.
I don't
Who's
know.
your best friend?
Michael Quinn.
Michael who?
Quinn.
Who is he?
He was a law student with me.
Is he still a law student?
No, he graduated
When was the last time you talked to him?
before he moved up to Boston.
How long ago was that?
A few weeks.
A few weeks, like a month, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What?
See, this dude is just fucking machine gun questioning him, right? Sometimes, typically, when you ask like a suspect a question, you want to give them the most amount of uncomfortable silence as possible, because human nature. But it's when it only works when they are talking, right? If they're already talking and you ask them a question and they like kind of give an answer, but you just sit there silently for 3 more seconds, natural human instinct is to fill that silence. And if you just keep staring at them silently, they'll feel like, oh, does he want more? Like, so sometimes you'll get more out of someone that way. But this kid is just shut the fuck down, and he won't say shit besides, I don't know. I don't. So this cop's like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking machine gun question this kid back to back to back to back to just try to get anything.
What?
The beginning of June.
Beginning of June? Beginning of June. Okay. So let me ask you a question. How you say you don't know where Lauren is, right?
Right.
You told me earlier you and Lauren were friends, right?
Yes.
How would you describe y'all's relationship?
She was my friend.
She was your friend. What did you ever do things for her? Did she ever do things for you? What did she ever do for you?
We talked.
We talked. What y'all talk about?
News.
The news. Okay.
About the news. What the? Oh yeah, we were such good friends. We talk about the news.
Earlier you was telling me something about you fixed your computer before.
I couldn't fix it.
You couldn't fix it? What was wrong with it?
I don't remember.
How long ago was that?
Around graduation.
Well, how long ago was that?
Middle of May.
Middle of May? So you were over in her apartment in the middle of May?
Yes.
Have you been over there since then?
Yes.
When was the last time you were over there?
Last night.
Before last night. Have you ever been over there with Lauren since the time you worked on her computer in the middle of May?
No.
How many times have you been in her apartment with her hanging out?
I don't know.
You don't know?
All right, so we're gonna go forward a little more because basically this dude just gets like more and more fed up. We're looking for the point where he scoots around this table and goes to where that other guy was sitting, right? And he gets right up in on him. And you can see, just look at the body, like he's already fed up with this kid. He's like, what the fuck, bro? You were just on the news yapping away, and now you won't say a goddamn thing. So let's go right around here.
Bad about it. I can tell you haven't slept much, have you, in the last few days, have you?
No.
Like something's weighing on your mind, ain't it?
We were
Like
looking.
a doll's
You started looking for Lauren yesterday?
lifeless hands, small hands, wimpy hands, girly hands, like a doll's hands. What the fuck? No, it's 30 minutes later, and his hands have not fucking moved an iota. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yesterday.
Yes.
But you haven't slept in several days, have you?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Earlier when I talked to you, you said you hadn't slept in days. That this morning was the first time you was able to get any sleep, was this morning for a little bit.
No.
Yes, that's what you said.
He's like, I did? Bro.
That's what you told me. So I asked you, well, if you haven't been able to sleep in several days, what have you been doing? Studying? And you said, yeah, studying. You don't remember that?
No.
What I want you to do, and I'm going to ask you this question. I want you to describe to me how you feel right now.
Describe, bro. Brilliant. Brilliant question. He knows he's not getting nothing. He's like, I want you to describe to me how you're feeling right now.
You don't know how to answer that with a yes or no, do you?
Don't know how to answer that with a yes or no, do you? He's like, I got you. That's what we call a Southern parable. He hit him with the roundabout.
I don't know what's going on.
Lauren's missing. This pretty
Here
little
we
girl right here, your neighbor, she's missing.
See how he spun that chair right up in on him?
I know.
You went looking for her last night.
Yes.
Did you hurt Lauren?
No.
Stephen, did you hurt Lauren?
No.
I know this is hard for you to tell it, but it's weighing on you right now, ain't it, Stephen?
I didn't do it.
But I know you could probably help me with who did. Can't you, buddy?
I don't know.
Like, really? His partner could not have picked the worst time to try to call him.
Stephen, you know, and me and you both know it's no different than when you was a little kid, right? And you reached in that cookie jar and you got caught.
You reached in that cookie jar, just like you were saying earlier, bro. This dude's like, you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
Oh, after your mama told you not to get that cookie. And she was, did you get a cookie? No. And whenever you tell a lie, you feel bad about it right then. One, with every lie, there's a chance you're going to get caught. And that weighs on you. Because you know you did something bad. Am I right?
I didn't do it.
You didn't take the cookie?
No.
He's like, did you do it all for the nookie? Did you do it all for the nookie?
What'd you do, buddy?
I didn't do anything.
What'd you do to Lauren?
I didn't do anything.
You saw Lauren last night, though? Yesterday?
No.
What time was it that she went out to do her laundry?
I don't know.
Where were you at yesterday?
At home.
What'd you do at home?
Now this guy, now he's leaned in, making eye contact. He's like, sorry last night. What time? What'd you do? Doing laundry? When was that? Bro.
Tell me everything you did yesterday.
Tell me everything you did yesterday. Fire.
From the time you woke up to the time you went to sleep.
I checked the news.
At what time?
I don't remember.
Was it yesterday morning?
See, someone needs to do this to Remy Ma.
I don't remember.
What'd you do when you woke up?
I think I checked the news.
All right, you checked the news, okay?
Of course, he's like, I checked the news to see if I was caught yet. What the fuck?
What'd you do after that?
I watched some videos online.
Did you clean up?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You smell like you've been cleaning up, like you've been using cleaner to clean up. I know what that smells like. My wife smells like that all the time when she cleans her house. You've been using some kind of cleaner to clean up your apartment, hadn't you?
No.
Steven, you telling me you live like a man? How does your apartment get cleaned?
Uh-huh. Like, you live like a man. It smelled like cleaning products. It's like, what, you live like a man? How does your apartment get cleaned? You got a maid?
I cleaned it.
Okay. When was the last time you cleaned it, Steven?
I don't remember.
Was it this week?
No.
You mean you go a whole week without cleaning?
Yeah.
Damn.
Why?
You go a whole week without cleaning? Wow. He's like, you're a slob.
Steven?
That's horrible,
Was it
Steven.
possibly over the weekend, last weekend?
That's horrible,
It
Steven.
wasn't? If you can't remember, then how is it that you can tell me that you didn't clean up your apartment last weekend?
Damn.
A minute ago, you couldn't remember.
Hands still on the table, head tilted. He's like, he don't even turn his body to face dude. He just turns his head. Like, at this point, wouldn't your like neck start hurting from being contorted?
I don't remember cleaning last weekend.
So it isn't that you didn't, it's that you just don't remember. Right? Help me out, buddy.
He does the hand, bro. That fucking hand just like back and forth, like, yeah, hello.
Right?
Oh, shit.
You don't understand?
You don't understand?
I don't know how else to say it, Stephen. Let me tell you what I think. I think that she was a friend of yours. Look at her right here.
See, only when told to do something. He told to put his hands on the table. They haven't left in 35 minutes. Won't look away until he says, look at this picture right here. Then his head turns back like a Terminator.
I think that she was a friend of yours. And I think something happened, Stephen. You used to watch her come in and out of her apartment, didn't you?
No.
I mean, then how were y'all friends? If me and you friends, we live next door to each other. Every time I look at what I see, oh, that's my buddy going in. Because we friends. I'm gonna pay attention to when you come in and out. Didn't you just tell me that y'all were friends?
Yes.
But you didn't pay attention to when she came in and out?
No.
Stephen, you're lying.
Damn.
Now you're lying.
Yo, that hand, that fucking slap to the tip, that even got me. That even got me. He's like, what do you mean? You don't know? You didn't see her coming and going. Aren't you just said you were friends? Somebody fucking slaps his hand on the table. He's like, Steven, you're lying. Damn.
You're just lying. That's a lie.
Damn, he's done.
You ever see her come in and out of her apartment?
Yes.
You did? When was the last time?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Like last week, maybe?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Stephen, you understand that everything that you're saying here doesn't make any sense at all. None. You totally contradict everything that relates to human behavior.
Everything, you totally contradict everything that relates to human behavior. Damn, bro. You just hit him with a fucking haymaker.
We have skills to be able to observe things, to hear things, to see things. There are natural things out there that draw our attention every day. Such as when you're driving down the road, if somebody hits the horn, you look around. You know what I'm saying? That's just a natural reaction. If you're sitting in your living room, you hear the door slam next to you, you automatically think, my neighbor's home.
Yep.
Right? You're telling me that those kind of things don't happen in your life.
Those kind of things don't happen in your life, Stephen.
I didn't watch.
Have you noticed that she's came in and out of her house in the last week or two?
I don't remember.
Bruh. This guy, he fucking like puts his head on the table. He's like, oh my god, bro. I'm ready to fucking slam this kid to the wall.
What do you remember, Steve?
What do you remember?
The last time I saw her was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Where at?
She was going out running when I was coming in.
Where were you coming in from?
Bar preparation.
Bar preparation? What's a bar preparation? Oh, you're preparing for the bar exam?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, how y'all doing?
We're just talking. He doesn't seem to remember a whole lot. Everything's yes or no, or I don't remember. A lot of things don't make any sense. I gotta be honest with you, Steven. Me personally, I don't feel like you're being honest. Okay?
Well, Steven, you said you're going to help me out, right? With this investigation, because we needed your help. We're asking you for help, right? That's what we remember. I told you that.
Yes.
You told me you're going to help me,
Yes.
right? You're going to help me find Lauren, right?
Yes.
All right, so I think there's a great part coming up that I want to get to. It's like, hold on. Yeah, it's when he's alone again. Ready?
What do you mean you don't understand? You know how when you're sitting there, you see a girl walking down the road, and you say, man, that girl looks good. You ever see a good looking girl down the road, you think to yourself, man, that girl looks good?
Man, that girl looks good.
You never thought that about her?
Yes.
So you mean to tell me you look at porn on the internet and get off to that, but you never looked at her and said, man, I wonder what it'd be like to have sex with her?
Yes.
You have?
No.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about what it would be like to have sex with Lauren?
No.
You've never imagined having sex with Lauren?
No.
Have you ever had sex with Lauren?
No.
What do you know about that body we found today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's a stare up. I love that he's that line of questioning, that like the way he like led him into that. Beautiful. He's like, what? So you watch porn on the computer? He's like this. He's like, what? You see a girl walk by, you don't think like, oh, is she attractive or not? He's like, you tell me get off the porn on the computer. He's like, you got this good looking neighbor you never once thought. Like, oh my god.
What if I told you that I believe that you do know?
I don't.
What if I told you that I could prove it?
Damn.
I don't know.
You don't know? Is there a chance? But you do admit that there's a chance that I possibly have evidence to show that you do have something to do with that body, correct?
I don't know.
You don't know? Because if I hadn't done anything, I'd say, nope, there's no way.
Bro, he's spinning that chair all around this room. He's making a performance out of this shit, you know? He's like, because when I get home, if I'm sitting in my fucking living room, and he's using the chair as part of the performance.
But you say you don't know. Why is that? Why do you say you don't know? Is there a chance that maybe something's there?
No.
Why did you say you don't know?
Because I don't know.
Because you're worried about something? Maybe something happened that maybe something got mixed up with something and you're worried about that?
No.
Uh-huh.
Why do you say I don't know?
Because I don't know.
How would you not know?
Yeah, it's a fact. This shit's fascinating, bro, honestly. Like, you know, like I'm not like the biggest fan of like interacting with cops, like patrolmen and shit, but like homicide detectives catching fuck nuts like this and watching the way they fucking do these tactics and shit, like love it. Can't get enough.
If I was asking you, did you just rob a bank? If you didn't, you'd say no, not I don't know, right?
Uh-huh.
So why do you say I don't know?
Because I don't know.
You don't know if you had anything to do with that body?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
What if I said I could prove it?
Like the guy in the beginning, are you sure? Are you positive? Are you bro, imagine, bro, this is the interrogation. This fuck nut and the psycho from earlier that was at the door that was going, are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure? Are you that would go on for eternity. One guy going, are you sure? And this guy just going, I don't know. Are you positive? I don't remember. It's like fucking interrogation that never ends.
That you did.
I don't know.
Could you explain it?
I don't know.
Today you told an investigator that you were worried about us possibly finding blood in your apartment.
Damn.
I don't remember.
You did. Now, why would you be worried about that?
We all looked in Lauren's apartment.
Did you see blood?
No.
Then what would make you think that there was blood taken over there?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing would make you think that unless you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, I didn't see no blood. None of the other Lauren's friends saw blood, but I know now that blood was there. And now I believe you saw it. You saw that blood. You know that blood was there.
Mm.
That's why you're worried about it.
No.
Did you know? Why do you have blood up in the inside of your nose?
I don't.
Bro, he just hit him with the, well, why you got blood on the inside of your nose? It probably doesn't, obviously. But imagine how freaked out this kid is right now. This cop is looking up your nostrils going, why you got blood and caked up in there? Like, what? And peep, his hand's still on the table 48 minutes later.
No.
You don't know?
You don't know?
But you saw that blood. That's the only way that you would be worried about it. Because that's like saying, I'm worried about red roses being under my pillow, but yet I never put them there. That doesn't make any sense. You know, your brain doesn't even think to operate like that unless you knew something was there.
This is like explaining a metaphor to a fan.
Does that make sense? That makes sense to you. You're a smart guy, right?
I don't understand.
And bro, he does the finger snap. He said, "Wake up, Steven." Bro, he's bodying this dude right now.
You knew that there was blood in that apartment.
No.
Yes, you did, Steven. Yes, you did. There's blood in your apartment, Steven. That's right. There's blood in your apartment. Steven, this is hard, buddy. I know this is hard. And I can tell it's on you want to let it go. There's blood in your apartment, Steven. You didn't get it all up. It didn't all come off. You scrubbed and you wiped. But we can tell that. Don't you watch CSI?
Damn.
Yeah, we know it. Steven.
Steven. Bro, the way he said, Steven.
Why is there blood in your bathroom? Yes, you do know. Why, Steven?
I don't know.
Has anybody else been in your bathroom?
Yeah, bro. I don't like. It's only been 6 hours. Like, I don't know if they didn't know there's blood in his apartment, but this dumb fuck, he told the crime scene investigators that were there and they were doing a sweep of his apartment. He was like, "Oh, there might be blood in my apartment," and like trying to make an excuse for it preemptively. Probably, I cut myself shaving, and it's like, bro, you didn't shave. Look at you. But he tried. You know what I mean? He tried.
The police were in there.
Other than the police, who else has been in there?
No one that I know.
No one.
Mm.
And you recently cleaned your bathroom, didn't you?
No.
How long ago?
I don't remember.
A couple days ago?
No.
Over the weekend?
No.
No, you don't know.
I don't remember cleaning it.
Do you use drugs?
Do you use drugs, bro? He said, "Son, are you on drugs?
Use acid?
No.
You use acid?"
You on medication?
He's like, "You taking GHB?"
No.
You're lying, Steven. I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell it. I wanted to be here with you to go through that process because I know you're not a monster, man. I know you're not a bad guy. You're just a hard-working student trying to pass a bar exam, ain't you? You ain't got a lot of support from your family, do you?
Yes.
You do? A lot of people can't say that. And the fact that you do have support from your family
You're playing,
should make
bro.
things easier to
You've
do.
been playing the Moonlight Sonata. Bum bum dum for a fucking hour, dog. Straight up. This is insane. Oh, Joanne. Oh, Joanne. Ah, insane.
Your family wants to feel like they've raised somebody that tells the truth and is honest.
But there's a name for that when they especially in like the Chris Watts case and shit. I think what the fuck's called, like the Reed technique or something, where they're like, or I don't know if that's the same one, but it's like a technique they do where they'll like try to give you an out basically and be like, "I know you're not this cold-blooded murderer," blah, blah. But like, "What happened? Was it an accident?" And they'll give you a scenario where like you're not as big of a piece of shit. Like in the case where that dude killed his wife and all his kids, they like gave him an alternate scenario where like, "Oh, you walked in and saw her hurting the kids, right? And you had no choice. You just snapped. You're not a bad guy," to try to get you to admit to something, to a lesser charge, because then they can prove once they lock you into any story, they can prove all the things that are lies or don't line up about that, but they're just trying to lock you into anything. You know what I mean? Very, very successful technique, actually. They do that a lot.
Right?
Yes.
Did you hurt that girl, Steven?
No.
Have you ever
You know,
heard any?
like, "Oh, you didn't mean to hurt her, you didn't mean to kill her," to try to get him to admit to like accidental murder, right? And then once you're in court, they already got you on fucking tape admitting that you did it, but it was an accident. So then it's way easier to prove the first degree murder if they already have you admitting to, you know, a lesser charge, basically.
Anyone, Steven?
No.
Never hurt anyone.
No.
I've hurt people, Stephen.
He's like, you never hurt anyone? He's like, I hurt people. Hurt people, Stephen.
I've made mistakes in my life. It's not even normal to say you've never hurt anybody. Sometimes people get mad and they say things they don't mean to say. It hurts. You never kicked a dog or a cat?
You never kicked a dog or a cat? What the fuck?
You ever hurt the kids that live up there with your parents? You love those kids, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. If something happened to one of those kids, you'd be upset, right?
Yes.
Well, something happened to this lady's child, Lauren. Okay. You love
on cue. This cop brings up the girl, and this other cop picks the picture up and puts it in his face.
all the kids up there with your mama, right?
Yes.
And you do anything for them, right?
Yes.
I mean, they called you and said, "Hey, we need you. Help us out." You'd help them out, right?
I think this guy leaves and then comes back. Maybe I'm looking for a specific part. That's yeah. So now he's talking to him about his family again and stuff. He's like, "Oh, you know, you blah 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 blah." You know, talks about shooting range and all this shit. But hold on. Let's go. See, what's your mother's name and all this shit? Yeah, we could skip all that. But then,
Like, I don't know, shopping at the mall or.
yeah, he's just trying to small talk him and be friendly. So we're looking for when this other guy comes back in the room, and he switches to the other side. Hold on.
Why is that, Stephen?
Why is that, Stephen?
Because we're having a conversation, but the only thing you're bringing to the table is a yes, no, or I don't know. Why is that, Stephen?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. He tried it, bro. He tried to predict the bar, and he's like, I don't know. I don't understand.
What don't you understand? I want to be able to help you to be able to communicate with me better than that, Stephen. I feel like we can help each other.
Where he finally took his fucking hands off the table. Jesus. All right, hold on. There's a specific part where it's when he spins the chair again. This is great. It's when he really goes in on him.
You're going to look at this right here, this little girl right here, and you're going to say you don't know? I know you know.
I don't know.
Yes, you know. What are you going to say tomorrow when I say we got your hair with the body?
Uh-huh.
What are you going to say to me then? Because, you know, like I go like that. Look at my hair. That's how easy it falls out. Look at all that on your head.
Look at all that on your head. See, I love how he fucking scrubs his scalp as hard as he could to make some hair fall out. And then look at all that. That's how easy it is. Look at all that on your head.
My hair. That's how easy it falls out. Look at all that on your head. You don't think nothing fell out? It did.
It did.
It did, Stephen. We just want to give you an opportunity to tell it. So you didn't look like a monster at the end. Because you know what? I don't believe that you're a monster, Stephen. I believe that you're a good guy. You've been picked on. Girls didn't show you the respect that you deserved. You did something stupid. And I believe you feel bad about it. And that's why you're all freaked out right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm giving you the opportunity to get right. I'm giving you an opportunity to show everybody you're not a monster, that you feel bad about what happened. Your hair is there, man. Your hair is there. We got your hair with the body. How's that, Stephen?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know. Yes, you do know, Stephen. That's right, buddy. See that?
He's like a fucking dog. He's like scrubbing his scalp to make it. See that? Oh my god, I love this part. He's like, your hair is there, man. Your hair. Look at all that shit on your head. You got your hair with the body, Stephen.
That's right, buddy. See that? Look at it. See how easy? It happens. And it happened to you.
And it happened to you.
Why, Stephen?
Why?
I don't understand.
Oh, you understand? You understand exactly what I'm saying. See this stuff right here, your hair? Yeah, it fell out of your head when you was moving the body, Stephen.
Damn.
That's right. You remember moving the body?
Yeah.
Wow. Brilliant question to try to catch him off guard. Like, oh, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, you remember moving the body?
Yes, you do, Stephen. Why, man? What happened? Why? Tell me, bud.
I thought he was gonna.
Yes, you did, Stephen. Your head's with the body. Quit lying. We want you to tell it so that way people will understand you're not a monster. Things just, you got out of control. It's a sickness.
It's a sickness.
Why'd you do it, Stephen?
I didn't do it.
Stephen, why are you going to keep telling that? You hurt that girl.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, Stephen. You hurt her, man. She was screaming. Screaming, Stephen. Why? And I know you feel bad about it. I can see it in your face. What came over you, man?
What came over you, man?
What happened, Stephen?
I don't know.
I know you don't know.
I know
You couldn't control it, could you?
I didn't do it.
Stephen, how long are we going to continue to do this? You did. Why is what I want to know.
Why is what I want to know.
Stephen, you hurt that girl, man. And you got on the news today. That's right.
That's right.
You know what? You weren't talking like this on the news, buddy. Yeah.
I love how he does that, don't he? Like, Steven. First of all, it's like, bro, you're studying for the bar, right? You know, the first thing you do, they bring you to an interrogation room, just ask for a fucking lawyer. I don't understand. Even if you're going to, he thought he's so smart, and he's like, I'm just going to sit here and not say anything. I'll either say yes, no, or I don't know. Not realizing, like, bro, they're just going to use this in court against you. The fact that you look like a fucking sociopath right here. Like, what the fuck? It's another, yeah, it's like you have a fucking big like, I don't even know if that's true, if he was just saying that to try to get him, but the H in front of, why? He said, Steven, why? No, I love when he goes, because he knows he keeps getting the I don't know. So he's like, what came over you? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, I know you don't know. You couldn't control it, could you? Like, he used his response, like, against him. I love that part, bro. But this dude, like, it pretty much keeps going. Unfortunately, this kid doesn't confess in this interrogation. And no, it's so creepy. He keeps going, basically, and he's like, why? You hurt this girl, Steven. He leaves. Bro, look at this. I just want to show you. They leave him alone to see if he'll fucking move or react. Because sometimes when you leave suspects alone, they'll start, like, rocking back and forth. They talk to themselves like, you idiot, you fucking idiot. You left the hair with the... Look at this. I'm going to slowly fast forward. This kid doesn't fucking move an inch. Look, I'm hitting forward and forward and forward and forward and forward. It looks like a still screen. This kid does not fucking move a centimeter. Oh my fucking God. What the fuck is wrong with you? Look at this. Look at this. I'll do it even faster. Even faster. Bro. For like 5 minutes, he just stares at the wall. And basically, they give him one last chance. He just is like, I don't know. But watch, they leave him alone again. Look at this. Sociopath. He's not moving. Not fucking moving. What? Like, not even a fucking... like a neck crank, not like, like a normal person. Like, you think like your fucking back would get sore from sitting in a chair. You don't stretch. You don't nothing. You don't fucking move at all. Jesus, dog. This kid's like, it's so bizarre. The case of this kid is insane. And then he goes to court. Yeah, he basically did everything but confess on live television. Exactly. He pretty much already confessed. This kid was smoked. So he tried to do he thought he was smart by being like, oh, I'll act like I only can say yes, no, or I don't know. Like he thought he was being smart in this interrogation, but he got life in fucking prison. It's probably trial that him getting sentenced. If you want to watch that real quick, just so you can see the difference of him. Look at this. Look at this fucking Jamokaloke right here. This is him getting sentenced, I think.
The first
was consensual.
Motion. I'll put sentencing. Sentencing. There we go. Rules again. Okay, right here. Right. Oh, he took a guilty plea. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
At Harbor Freight.
Did he plead insanity? No. I think he just pled guilty. I'm trying to find like just the footage of that, but that just a fucking baffling case, bro. But that fucking detective in the pink shirt, like, even though they didn't get him to confess, like I love the technique, that the chair spin, the Steven. Why? It's like, you never looked at a girl and thought she's pretty. I'd like to do it with her. And but like, bro, it gets me every time. Like, all right, let's go to this Jamokaloke here.
Of guilt. This gives Lauren's family and friends answers that they have wanted since the day that he disappeared. Had we gone to trial, these details of his guilt would not have been required, even if Stephen McDaniel had been found guilty. We never would have known exactly what happened to Lauren. We never would have known how she died or what became of her body. We never would have had closure. It is my hope that confirming this information along with Stephen McDaniel's guilt will help Lauren's loved ones put aside the nagging mystery.
Yeah, so they gave him a deal, life in prison instead of like the death penalty or any of that shit. And he had to tell them what happened and all that instead. But he does look like a J. But the fact that Stephen McDaniel, like, and I kept saying Stephen Monsanto, like, I just pictured the whole fucking story. I was the movie we were doing last night. I just picture, you're not a man, you're not a woman, Steve. Steven, why? Steven, why pretend? Enough with the playlist. Steven, why? On the fucking Shawn Michaels ponytail, for real. Like, look at this kid. We were friends. And every time I saw her, she was running away from me. Like, oh my God. But yeah, so I just wanted to play some of that. I didn't want to, make you guys sit through the whole thing. Just wanted some of those parts. Before we get into anything else longer, there's a couple shorter ones we can go over real quick, real short ones. And then I got another very, oh my God, some nightmare fuel for y'all. Nightmare fuel. Okay, view all in history. Where's the short? Wait, no. Okay, this is disturbing. I will let you know that right out the gate. Very disturbing. I meant it's like, oh, okay, yeah. No, but he had the Shawn Michaels ponytail for real.
A 9-year-old sister screamed as she ran into her two brothers' room, with a man chasing her from behind. This man was their stepfather, Gabriel Quintanilla. The sister cried and begged her brothers to get rid of him. After they kicked Quintanilla out, the brothers noticed red stains on the sister's pants, looking like blood. They immediately asked her what had happened. The sister, crying even harder, sobbed as she told them the terrifying story. Their stepfather had used force to threaten her in the room, then stabbed something into her body and threatened to kill her if she told anyone. After feeling intense pain, she struggled violently, eventually finding a chance to escape and run to them. Upon hearing all this, the brothers couldn't contain their anger. They immediately called their friends and stormed into Quintanilla's room, attacking him with steel pipes. Quintanilla, panicking, tried to run and screamed for help, but no one came to his aid. It turned out that Quintanilla was a repeat offender who had an arrest warrant out for him due to continuous child abuse. However, the police had failed to take any action, so the neighbors despised him and refused to help or call the authorities. Quintanilla eventually ran to a field.
No, this is, I mean, this is just an interesting one.
But the brothers caught up with him, beat him again, and left him in the field like trash. When Quintanilla was found later, his body was already stiff. Upon realizing they had killed him, the brothers chose to turn themselves in. They only wanted to teach the bad guy a lesson, never expecting that his life wouldn't be as tough. Now they face first-degree murder charges and could be sentenced to life in prison. After people learned their story, petitions were sent to the court, asking for the release of these heroes. They argued that they weren't criminals, but were protecting their young sister from harm. They were simply doing the job the police and the law failed to do. They should be awarded medals, not handcuffs. Imagine if it was your sister or daughter facing such a monster. Would you choose to kill that man or call the police? If you think they are heroes, leave the word hero in the comments.
Yeah, I hate the AI fucking unalived and all this dumb shit. But basically, this case is crazy. From McAllen, Texas, two South Texas teen brothers have been arrested beating their stepfather to death after he allegedly sexually abused their half-sister. Alejandro and Christian Trevino, along with their friend, all 18, are accused of beating this pedophile and leaving him to die in a field in McAllen. Multiple media reports say Quintanilla's body was found with an apparent severe blunt force trauma to the head. Hold on. There seems to be some misinformation out there about this case. Yeah. Okay. What's the misinformation? Said a child made an outcry in an RV park. So basically, they beat him. He got away. They beat this dude like 3 separate times. And I don't know what the quote unquote misinformation they're trying to say is, because it says Quintanilla, the stepfather, had a warrant for continuous sexual abuse of a child. My question is, where the fuck is the mother? Where is the mother in this story? I don't understand. So it comes out this 42-year-old stepfather, right? Stepfather. So, and it said when they found out, they kicked him out of the house. They kicked him out of the. So where's the mother during all this? You married this new guy. You bring him into your life, and we see this all the time. All the time. These mothers bring these fucking weird dudes into their home, allow them around their kids. It comes out that it's not just like, oh, nobody knew. He had a warrant for abuse on children. You're still allowing him to live at the house? And then even the cops don't do shit. They let him out on bail. The brothers had to kick him out of the house. So my question is, where the fuck is the mom in all of this? To the point where they finally do something about it. They beat the dude a little too hard. Oh, boo-hoo. He winds up dying. Oh, okay. Now they're facing first-degree murder charges? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like, exactly. And it's fucking sad, man. It's a story we hear way too fucking often about the mother that just doesn't want to believe it, you know, like, and they'll say weird shit to like their fucking 11-year-old daughter, like, you're trying to steal my man, and like dumb shit. Like, well, what were you doing? Probably walking around the house in booty shorts, and, you know, like, what? Or they're like, you're lying. You're making it up. You're making it up to try to get rid of my man. My man, he's a good man. Or they even know, and they just pretend like they don't look the other way because they know. They're like, well, I'm not going to find a good enough man. Like, it's fucking pathetic, man. These mothers need to get just as much punishment as these fucking sickos. So that was a short one, but I mean, fuck, man. Now I want to follow this case and see what happens with these kids. Hopefully with enough public outcry. That's fucking 3 teenage kids, man. They all just turned 18. And I'm supposed to feel bad that they beat this 42-year-old PDF file to death. I don't at all, and I hope they all get off scot-free. You know, like give them some like probation or something. I don't know. Oh, hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that you know, like I said, enough public outcry, maybe something good will happen with that. This is okay, so there's a couple different things. We could go into some like the body cam stuff first before we go into the nightmare fuel. What do you think? I think maybe we'll end with the nightmare fuel because this shit still spooks me the fuck out. So bro, this is just weird as fuck. This is weird. Unfortunately, these are more PDFs, but what the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't even watch this whole one yet, so this is just crazy, bro. This is fucking insane.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and a dad.
In April of 2024, a community is left horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual
Oh, fuck. Okay, this ain't even the right one. This ain't the right one. Hold on. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is the one I want. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. So apparently, this guy here showed up at a school and was pretending to be the father of one of the kids at the school, right? And then when questioned, this cop comes up to him to ask him a question. Watch this behavior.
Posing as a student's father, several police officers raced to the quaint school and split into groups, trying to get to the bottom of the chaotic scene of frazzled teachers, furious parents, and terrified children. Of course, the questioning begins with the strange man at the scene.
What's going on, man? I'm Officer Peters. What's your name, my man? What is it? Weed. Weed? Weed? As in like W-E-E-D? Oh, it is? Okay.
No, he asked you your name, not what you're on. What the fuck?
So what are you here for today?
People thought I was here to find some of his childhood. I'm having a lot.
What the fuck? He's like, what are you doing here today? They thought people they said I was what? Steven! What the fuck?
Thought I was here to find some of his childhood. I'm having a lot of psychological problems.
You're having psychological problems?
Yes.
What kind of psychological problems are you having? You like diagnosed with anything like that you know of or anything like that?
Possibly, like kind of, it's like a general diagnosis, but it's something that's
So what kind of psychological issues? Like what are you, in more of a description way, like what are you feeling? Paranoid. Do you know anybody here? You don't know anybody here? You don't know anybody's kids? Nothing like that? Okay, you from Xenia? Fairborn area. How'd you end up here today then? Like how'd you get to St. Bridget?
The suspect's hesitation and long breaks before
Markiplier is fucking insane, dog. What the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, just look at the, like, I don't know, just take one look at this dude. Like, luckily, people that were working at the school were like, what the fuck? Look at this weirdo. Like, he couldn't even fucking form a sentence. So, yeah, like, bro, I can't even finish watching this one. But there's another dude, this guy working at Dave and Buster's. And right away, you take one look at him and you're like, yeah, he did it. Like, he was fucking in the bathroom. He was like hanging his camera over the stall, taking pictures of a little kid. It was like, first of all, my question is like, why they were there for a birthday party, a little kid's birthday party. I've never been to Dave and Buster's, But from what I understood, it was like an arcade for like adults. I thought like that you could get alcohol and shit. Like I don't know. I'm like, I don't know why you're having a kid's birthday party at Dave and Buster's, but bruh. All right, you know what? Fuck it. We're diving into some nightmare fuel. Okay.
In the background.
Hold on. Oh no, this ain't the right one. Hold on. Is it that one? Hold on. Well, we'll end with some body cam, but oh yeah, this is the
young boy.
This is the one, bro. This is so creepy, so fucking creepy, and we're gonna watch it. And I'm sorry. I apologize in advance to all of you that some images you're going to see are just gonna stay with you forever, and I apologize for that. Yeah, shout out to Nick Crowley. Like I said, if you like this kind of content, and Nexpo too, he does. Oh wait, is this not the right one? Hold on. No, I don't know if this is the right. No, okay, my bad. I need the Nick Crowley one. Oh, here it is. Okay, my bad. Wrong video. There we go. There we go.
Creepy accounts pretending to be kids. I came across a reel randomly, and it's led me down this weird rabbit hole of people using AI or dressing up pretending to go to school. They all seem to have high heels, check images in them. Is this an age play thing or something more sinister? Literally anything helps as I keep trying to look for answers. This post was made to the subreddit r/Instagram by the user numerouscut792 on April 15th, 2024. It featured screenshots of 3 bizarre-looking Instagram pages they had encountered earlier that day, with OP expressing concern that something truly disturbing was happening with these users. And those in the thread agreed. What the actual fuck? Found all of them and blocked them all.
Bro, you know, you're aware of this? Bro, it really is like PC. What the fuck?
Truthsticks11 is seriously creepy to me. I've been trying to find more about them, but can hardly find anything. Very weird account to say the least. The 3 accounts apparently belong to 3 different children. However, when combing through their posts, the content seems to imply something much more bizarre was afoot. Something truly disturbing. This post would be the start of a story that would eventually be picked up and shared all across the online world, becoming one of the more notorious internet mysteries in recent memory, as these accounts revealed an unending rabbit hole that is still being traversed to this very day, in an ongoing investigation into one of the most depraved oddities ever found on Instagram. This is the emerging story of Smart Schoolboy 9.
1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you like these photos. School is good. Really good.
We'll return after these messages.
Before we get too far down this rabbit hole, I want to first thank today's sponsor.
Yep, that's 100%, bro. It's fucked. It's fucked, bro. It's like a whole. Oh my god. It's like if another account was like, "Oh, watch out for fucking this one." It'd be like if DJ Steven Monsanto, right? It'd be like finding out. Okay, here it is. It'd be like finding out I was behind the fucking DJ Steven Monsanto page, and even though I just bombed on him for an hour, you know what I mean? It's insane. It's like going back and forth, bro. It really is, bro. It's insane.
This was the bio of the first account pictured in the Reddit post, an account named Truthsticks11, which was said to be operated by a 12-year-old boy and his mother. Back in October of 2021, the duo would make their very first post, kicking things off on a somewhat concerning note, though not for their own page, but instead another account on the platform.
So, that's the account run by a man pretending to be a boy.
The video was created and posted by the mother for the sole purpose of warning others of a specific user who had been posing as a child online when, in actuality, he was a grown man who did this in order to get close to and exploit other children across the platform. It's the grim reality of this online world, as predators will do just about anything to get closer to children, and it's a reality often unrealized or even ignored by parents, which makes it almost refreshing that this mother was out here trying to raise awareness. These posts would become the crux of the account early on. They would call out this user and their many accounts again and again, eventually going more in depth about what this person would actually do, claiming that they had a strange perversion to dressing up as a young schoolboy. Does he wish he were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes. This theme of calling out online predators would remain consistent throughout the years on Truth Sticks 11. However, after some time, the mother behind the account began to use the page for its initially intended purpose, to share photos of her son. The photos began reasonably normal, and would show this young boy studying at school, accepting awards from their principal, and even school presentations in which their son had attended.
Bro, already.
Accepting awards from their principal,
Okay.
and even
Those two pictures are completely different kids. What the fuck? They're not even the same kid.
school presentations in which their son had attended, with the captions often boasting about how intelligent the young boy was. Though over time, the photos began to grow stranger.
What the fuck? Bro, what? Why? Why?
They looked off, almost as if they were AI generated. And on top of this, they began to appear heavily edited in an almost inexplicable manner, with deep red lipstick often being added, which was enunciated by his face being turned pure white.
I think this is DJ Alyssa Monsanto's profile pic.
This unsettling trend would continue from here, as with each passing post, the photos grew less authentic and more surreal. Until they became straight up disturbed, even sickening. These bizarre edits spilled over past just the images too, as the posts began to appear as disjointed collages, often showcasing multiple grotesque images and paragraphs about how much this user loved school. And this wasn't the only shift either. At some point, the son behind the account began posting content that allegedly came directly from him, saying things like, "My really cool mom asked me if I'd like to post, and I said, yes please." He even shared supposed videos that he had filmed of himself, which were equally as unconvincing as his photos, and somehow even more chilling.
Bro, the schizophrenic postings of it. You know, like back in the day, you out, Chun? All right, I tried to give you a warning, dog. I gave you a fucking warning. This shit, it gets creepier, bro. It gets fucking creepier. This is like back in the day, those MySpace pages, like, you know, everyone like learned to code for fucking 2 months to make their MySpace, but it's like jumbled, schizophrenic postings of a fucking lunatic. What the fuck?
The boy even shows off his singing in one of the clips. Though their voice sounds off. The account was overall anomalous and extremely off-putting. And though this content was visually alarming, another aspect made it even more so concerning, as over time, many of the images began to resemble CP, showcasing these fake AI children in explicit positions, with their faces sometimes even being photoshopped onto scantily dressed adult bodies. One thing is blatantly obvious about the Truth Sticks account: the supposed child behind it is not real. Even in the more passable photos at the very beginning, there's evidence to suggest that these were likely AI as well. And based on the disturbed, borderline illegal content that this page featured, it seemed more than likely that whoever was behind this page was not an innocent mother concerned for the welfare of other children, but instead, a predatory individual themselves. And this wasn't their only account. The second page featured on the Reddit post belonged to a user named GirlChloe12 and bore striking similarities to Truth Sticks. The page was also supposedly run by a child.
Alright, I won't make you watch all of it. I won't do that to you, but you do have to see the person behind it all, okay? You do have to see the person behind all this. It's fucking insane. It just gets creepier and creepier. Okay. Trigger warning. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. This is the man. It's coming. Sorry in advance.
Instead, they used photos of themselves.
This is DJ Steven Montan. He looks like fucking Leatherface. He looks like fucking Leatherface, dog. What the fuck? I think he's coming at me. He looks like he's coming through the screen to stab me. What the fuck? And the fact he's got like a little kid's lunch pail just makes it even creepier. What the fuck?
In the images posted on the account, we see what appears to be a fully grown man dressed in a schoolboy's uniform. His face is painted pure white and has bright red lipstick, and he's, of course, wearing high-heeled mini boots.
This is obviously what President Zaddy looks like in real life.
Characteristics that were all utilized across the other accounts, only this time it was done on himself, as he poses as a child, pretending to go to
Ready? He's like, I just exposed the connections between Epstein and Eminem yesterday on my channel.
School, as well as pretending to go through other life events common for preteens.
For
And the
real?
photos aren't even the most.
That's what I was saying, dog. Literally. This person, like, I just exposed the connections between. If you read between the jumbled fucking schizophrenic words that I posted on that webpage, the connections are all there, man.
Disturbing part.
You know, bro, you know, if you walk into their apartment, there's just red string going from wall to wall to wall. And it's like, just picture, there's pictures all over all four walls. And there's just red strings going from this way to that way to this way. And it's like, the connections, it's all connected. Oh my God, bro. What the fuck? Started out with collage. Oh my God. Fuck, yeah.
As the account consists primarily of videos.
Bro. That's gonna be in your nightmares.
School. Hi. Let me know if you like school as well.
The videos are all incredibly off-putting. Some show him arriving home from school.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. School.
Others show him claiming to be on the bus heading toward school.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. I'm on the school bus.
And other videos showing.
I just imagine if fucking DJ Steven Monsanto hits a panel finally, it's like,
Yes. What do you mean? I'm clearly a woman.
this is the voice I imagine.
Him doing whatever this is.
Okay.
What the fuck?
With these strange sounds.
What that mouth do?
In the process of sticking his tongue out, appearing to be part of his fetish. As much like the other accounts, his content is overtly sexual, in its own bizarre way. In fact, there's a video of him with his full outfit on, where he shows himself staring into a mirror as he appears to pleasure himself
Porno nips,
right out of view
pop
of the
that.
camera.
I mean, hippo lip. Porno nips, pop that. I mean, hippo lip. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Literally, this motherfucker literally got hippo lips, dog.
As he stares into his own eyes. This account is by far the most sickening part of this whole rabbit hole, and also the most important. Interspersed throughout his page are a few examples of what this individual's voice sounds like.
See, that's the thing. I had to lull y'all. I knew. That Stephen McDaniel's interrogation, how it's slow and it's drawn out, and he's like, I don't know. I don't remember. I needed to hit you with that first, or else this wouldn't have jolted you so much.
This is quite good.
Which just so happens to be the same voice heard in the very first clip shown on the Truth Sticks account.
Man, pretending to be a boy.
Meaning that this full-grown adult man is the one behind this entire rabbit hole. He's the one on these accounts pretending to be a child and their mother, getting some sort of sick satisfaction from whatever this is. And the worst part is, these activities aren't just kept behind closed doors. As we can see on numerous occasions, videos of him walking around outside in a public space, with his full outfit and face paint on.
What's sad, social? What's so sad, social?
Bruh.
I don't see.
It's truly one of the strangest things that I've ever seen, and making sense of what this all is extremely difficult. But based on the information found from this first Reddit post, a few likely conclusions can be put forward. This man is clearly attracted to the idea of being a kid, and I think OP was correct when they speculated that this was some sort of age play thing, but it's also clearly much more than that too. As based on the images that he's created himself, he clearly has some sort of attraction to other children as well, as he's quite literally created faux CP, the likes of which is so disturbing that I can't even really describe it here either.
What the fuck?
He's creating fetish content, and he's using the likeness of children, and also some children that are clearly very real people, to do so. That much is obvious. But there was also the possibility that he was pretending to be a kid in order to exploit other children across the internet. At this point, though, this was merely speculation, with much of the smart schoolboy not.
Bro, you didn't see that? Oh my god, Brick Street. Yeah, bro. He crashed out on me and social. And I did a fucking 4.5-hour live on his bitch ass. Murked him. And social went on. Like, it's over. It's over for DME, bro. He's done. He's gonna end up like this guy.
Case remaining a mystery. And the rabbit hole.
Bro, he's got the hair of the brother in the Drew Carey show. Damn.
Was only getting deeper from here. Months after this rabbit hole was introduced to the online world, the story began to be shared all across the internet, most notably on the r/internet mysteries subreddit, where the case really took off. There, internet sleuths began uncovering just how vast this web of accounts actually was, as it wasn't just.
So it hit Reddit, and they found out PZ here has like fucking 150 accounts and shit, and they used his videos to like track him down. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this.
As in one of his many pages dedicated to this Stephanie character, he dresses as her.
Bruh. It's DJ Alyssa Monsanto. I think she actually gets in the full getup. Actually has to put all this on before they even post. Before they comment in the chat, they have to get all the get up on to get in character. I exposed the connections to.
Wearing a wig and a dress, as he pretends to be a 12-year-old girl. Almost immediately after this case began gaining traction, the true magnitude of this rabbit hole was revealed.
Oh yeah, you'll know it right away. You'll know it. It says Pablo versus DME, and there's a picture of me punching his head off in the boxing ring and shit. Yeah, you definitely gotta watch that.
Across every single account are countless depraved posts.
And if you didn't see the last 2 lives I did, fucking incredible. Some of the best content I've ever made. We made up an entire My Name is Maze TV show. And last night I bombed on fucking DJ Alyssa Monsanto. I bombed on her for like 2 hours and made a whole fucking movie plot out of it. It was amazing.
and oddities that all could warrant discussion. But by far the most important discoveries were those that didn't actually occur on his own page,
Right.
and rather the pages
Right.
of
Only to me, only the pictures of like the little kid shit. That's like creepy. That's creepy. The guy is like, what the fuck? You just laugh at this this fucking guy. The shoes he puts on. My mini pets. Let's go.
page play. No, he's actually posing as a child in order to make friends with other children. And given his overtly sexual interests and aversion to CP, it's not hard to gather why he was doing this. And these examples are only what we found so far. It's possible that there are dozens, or who knows, maybe even hundreds of other comments out there, hidden on unknown children's accounts. This is predatory behavior.
Oh my.
The man behind Schoolboy.
So I do have more people on the docket. I was thinking tonight we're just but I was like 3 nights in a row. I was like, I felt like we needed to give it more anticipation for who the next target is gonna be.
9 is a predator. And in case there was still any doubt of whether or not this was a sexual thing, here's what he had to say about being a 13-year-old girl. But have his tactics actually worked? Well, the frightening thing is, no one knows if he's actually been successful or not, or even what specifically he's looking for. We just know that he's trying to reach kids, as evidence not only
Greg comes in at the perfect time. I think you're battling this guy on one of these cards, no? Greg, aren't you battling this dude?
his comments, but by the fact
it's a game
that he's solely following children on all of these pages. And though it's easy to look at these accounts and know that something is off, for children, it's not that simple, especially when there's pages showcasing photos of actual kids. Which brings up another frightening detail. Many of the images he's used of children have not been traced back to their original creator, and some seem to appear for the very first time online publicly.
My bad, yo. That picture.
There's even one image that David posted on his Schoolboy account, which shows another kid that he claimed to be on a playdate with. Though it's impossible to is current.
So it does get tragic again because there's videos of this dude out in public and the camera's pointed at him, but you can hear that he's like talking to an actual child. So fortunately the cops are aware. Internet sleuthers tracked this guy down, and the cops are fully aware of this dude. They know his real name. They're like keeping tabs on him and shit. So that's good. That's definitely good because this dude is fucking going off the deep end, bruh.
There is one very important aspect that we have yet to talk about in relation to this man, with that being David's mental state. Some believe that David is a mentally unwell individual who potentially doesn't know the extent of what they are doing. Now, even if this is the case, his behavior still needs to be stopped, and he needs to be given proper help to assure that no one else gets hurt by his actions. But it is important to note that David is far more intelligent than he lets on, as his personal accounts show us that he is fairly well-spoken and articulate. And throughout his problematic content, most of his bad grammar and strange verbiage seems to be his attempts at more authentically trying to replicate a child. But it's impossible to know for sure. But what we do know is that David is extremely manipulative, with his response to this situation and other clues littered across his accounts showing us that he seems to know what he's doing.
Like, why couldn't the guy from the first video, the Ring doorbell sociopath, like, why couldn't he knock on this guy's door? You know what I mean? Like, why can't like two lunatics ever just meet that way? The guy on the first video, it's like, are you sure? Are you positive? Well, let me in. I was going to slit your throat once you let me in. Why can't that guy come knocking on this dude's door, you know?
And he knows that it's wrong. Since the exposure of David's account,
It's like sociopaths. It's like magnets when you turn them around and you try to like force them together. They like repel. Like sociopaths like repel from each other, and they only like go after normal people. It's fucked. So basically, yeah, this guy's like, I'm just people messaging him, you're a grown man, maybe you're looking for sex. Yikes.
Number one, that this makes his account look safer to other parents and children. It gives the appearance that he's not another internet creep because he's actively calling them out. It's a way to build trust in order to...
Yeah, but so he uses his other fake profiles to call out people as predators so people will, bro, this one's creepy. This looks like Leatherface right here. This looks like fucking Leatherface. Yikes. And then the fucking clown picture. Like, bro, what the fuck?
David's doings are a mystery that will take some time to unravel, and my hope is that law enforcement will be able to follow through and help shed some more light on this individual, and finally put an end to his twisted behavior. But at this point, only one thing is for sure.
What the fuck, bro? Okay, this is the picture for the DJ Steven Monsanto.
The story of Smart Schoolboy 9 is far from over.
What? Okay, give it up. Nick Crowley makes insane content. If you've never seen it, look, so like how the internet cracked a 30-year-old cold case. He makes shit like that. But okay,
of young boys.
Get into some lighter stuff, like people being murdered on camera. Get into some body camera footage, maybe. What's this? Okay, I didn't see this yet, but let's go for it. Let's go for it. Already love it. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Anthony Quinton Warner drove
his RV to Nashville, Tennessee's 2nd Avenue and woke up nearby residents with the sound of a robotic digital female voice coming from his RV, warning.
Oh my God, this is, bro, the playlist. This is fucking insane. This guy drove an RV cross country and then blasted on a megaphone. It was like, you must listen to my playlist,
everyone around the vehicle to evacuate the area.
Right, and that's kind of why I wanted to, show him some light and show that on the, because I feel like I was saying the other day, I'm like, I feel like it's my moral obligation, the fact that I have a platform to, like, bro, that guy needs to be like, and everyone in the world needs to be aware of that fucking weird pig face fuck.
Soon, the female voice repeatedly mentioned that the RV was going to detonate, and a little after 6 a.m., the voice became more and more insistent, announcing that the vehicle would detonate in 15 minutes. In the body cam footage that was later released by the authorities, a group of Nashville police officers can be seen walking around the downtown area, urging any stragglers to evacuate for their own safety.
That's crazy. It's literally like, the deletioning is going to begin in 10, 9, 8. Evacuate the deletioning.
So you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You're not in trouble, but there is something serious happening down the road.
Go for 11.
Okay? Do you mind going down to 2nd and
Where do they need to go when they are evacuated?
That's so weird. That's like something that I'm like the purge? Yeah.
The robotic voice and its ominous warnings give the whole scene an extremely eerie vibe, like, as the police officer mentioned, something out of the movie The Purge. Strangely, the RV also broadcasted snippets
it's the deletioning
of the 1964 hit song Downtown by Petula Clark, which is a song about how if you're ever feeling sad or lonely, you should go downtown and you'll feel better in the hustle and bustle of the city. Unfortunately, the robotic voice wasn't bluffing, and just 15 minutes later, the RV detonated near the AT&T building, causing damage to more than 50 buildings and even collapsing a few of them with its massive blast radius. In the aftermath of the incident, the cops can be seen assessing the damage and moving nearby pedestrians to safety through body cam footage that can only be described as apocalyptic.
Commander 425, are you 10-4?
He's in 4. Are you guys okay?
Correct. No, I guess.
Where's your car? Are you doing? Okay, go to your car. What's going on?
217, myself and 215 are also around.
This is what deletion day looks like. And the thing is, you know, DJ Steven Monsanto, they're not going to be content. They're not going to be content with just posting about the Jays in a chat. They're going to escalate. And one day they're going to drive an RV across states, and it's going to be blaring some message about, oh, evacuate 10 minutes, the Jays. And they're going to blow an RV up. You already know. You already know they are.
Man, make sure all units are direct. There may be ammo from that vehicle. We don't need anybody coming up the Second Avenue exposed.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Even though the explosive inside
good because I don't live in Boston anymore.
The RV was extremely powerful. The cops managed to evacuate most of the nearby residents, and thankfully, nobody outside the RV lost their lives. Although 3 people were injured and had to be hospitalized after the vehicle incident, the only person who lost his life was Anthony Warner himself, who was still inside the vehicle at the time of the detonation. After the incident, the authorities started digging deep into Anthony's past.
Good luck, bro. After the marathon bombing in Boston, if you walk down the street even looking creepy with a backpack, you'll get fucking tackled. You'll get fucking hope somebody's wearing a rubber. Bruh. Oh, you mean this?
You fucked my girl? I really hope it's true. She has herpes in the clap, so the joke's on you.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this straight. So if that's true, you fucking my sloppy seconds. If that's not true, you're lying on your dick. I hope somebody's wearing a rubber. What?
You fucked my girl? I really hope it's true. She has herpes in the clap, so the joke's on you.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Has to figure out what could have caused him to do something so insane, and what they found was pretty disturbing.
Oh, Anthony. Okay, see, I was just assuming. I was just calling him Steve just because it's like, you're a guy, Steve. But Alyssa, Anthony. Okay, now it's making sense.
Figure out what could have caused him to do something so insane, and what they found was pretty disturbing. As it turned out, Warner was pretty much a paranoid loner obsessed with conspiracy theories about shit.
Paranoid loner obsessed with conspiracy theories and shape-shifting Jays?
Shape-shifting alien lizards that were trying to take over the world.
Were you followed? Compromised? Jays?
It was also revealed that 16 months before the explosion, Warner's girlfriend had called the cops to report that Anthony had been building explosives inside the RV outside their home. Even more disturbingly, less than a week before Christmas, Warner's neighbor had reportedly asked him if Santa was going to bring him anything good for Christmas, to which Warner replied, "Oh yeah, Nashville and the world are never going to forget me." But despite the clear desire for attention, the cops never managed to truly figure out Warner's motive, and it was eventually concluded that he probably didn't want to hurt anyone, and that a fatal cancer diagnosis mixed with other factors had contributed to Warner's declining mental health. On March 9th,
That was insane, bro. That's literally DJ Anthony Monsanto. Obsessed with conspiracy theories about shape-shifting lizards. We call them the Jazz.
23, at around 12:30 p.m., an anonymous caller dialed 911 and told dispatchers that a man that had just run into a food market on Cleveland's Central Avenue was claiming that he had just been kidnapped. As soon as police arrived, they were able to talk to the alleged victim, and the jarring conversation was captured on one of the cops' body cams.
I won't be able to fix his busted pipe for his washing machine.
Okay.
I was putting a water line for his ice for his refrigerator. And when I got downstairs, another dude came out. They had guns on me and they robbed me. I mean, they tied me up. They had plastic laying on the ground.
Disturbingly, the zip ties and duct tape that were used in the kidnapping can still be seen on the man's body as he explains what happened to him. As the victim mentions to the cops, the perpetrators forced him into his own van, robbed him, and then held him for ransom before he managed to escape.
So they put this on my face. They get me in my van, and they bring me over here. They turn the location up on my phone. One of the guys is in back with me. And
which way did the car go?
Huh? Where the car go? It was parked this way, and I ran all the way down here to here. It was parked right over there. You're parked at 49? What kind of car was it? It's my van.
As the cops later found out, the main perpetrator was 51-year-old Ahmed Johnson, whom the victim had been in federal prison with at some point in...
Isn't that a wrestler? Ahmed Johnson? Isn't that a fucking WWE wrestler? What the fuck?
His life. After digging deeper into the case, they uncovered the whole story of the kidnapping. As the victim mentioned in the video, the kidnapper had hired him for a plumbing job, and when he arrived at the house in Cleveland's Buckeye Woodhill neighborhood, he was led downstairs where he would allegedly be shown the leaky pipe that he had to fix.
Bro, look at that. Are you going down? Bro, if you're a plumber, okay? You get hired, you show up to some dude's house. You see this basement? Are you going down that basement? And I get it. Like, bro, I know there's like a stereotype that like only white people are serial killers. Like, I'm sorry, that's not true. Atlanta child murderer, anyone? I don't care. I don't care what the race of the person is. I see this basement, I'm not going down. Sorry. I don't care how much of a tip you try to pay me. Not happening.
Once downstairs, Ahmed led the victim to another room where another man jumped out and held him at gunpoint. After stealing his phone and Apple Watch, the kidnappers bound the victim and put him into the back of his own van. As the perpetrators drove the van towards the city's central neighborhood, they made the victim call a friend and bring around $15,000 to a nearby gas station in exchange for his return. But as the van slowed down, the victims...
Bro, the plumber shows up at the house. He's like, Ahmed Johnson. He's like, oh, bro, I loved you as a kid, Ahmed. Then another dude jumps out with the gun. He's like,
what? 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 What?
Like, Ahmed, what the fuck? I used to go down. He's like, look at yeah, it's down there. Like that basement? I don't know if I'm going down that. Like, and literally pop out with a gun. I'm like, oh my God! I don't believe it. Casey
somehow managed to jump out and ran down East 49th Street. Thinking quickly, the victim ran into a convenience store where he would be protected by the public eye, causing the suspects to drive off. 2 weeks later, the cops managed to make an arrest, and Ahmed Johnson was charged in Cleveland court with aggravated kidnapping. As of today, there have been no further updates to the case.
What the fuck? Why?
On September 9, 2019, an Albuquerque Police Department officer saw a young man performing a traffic stop on a gray Nissan SUV. Strangely, the man wasn't dressed like a police officer at all. In fact, he was dressed as an ordinary citizen in jeans, a black polo, and an Air Force cap as he wrote down the driver's information. Sensing that something was off, the officer pulled the man aside to talk to him, and from the beginning, the man seemed a little on edge.
Can I talk to him for a minute?
I do.
What's going on? Let's just talk back here real quick. Who do you work for?
Really, thanks for talking.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm under-equipped.
Okay.
I know I'm under-equipped. Dude, this kid's like 16. There's no way this dude's a cop. What the fuck?
Normally, you do, if you're out here, man, if you're making a traffic stop, you're just gonna have to stop. Alright? Do you have an ID with you?
I mean, this is all I got. I mean, like I said, I'm under-equipped. I was just heading over there to the courthouse.
It's the courthouse.
This is like the kid from The New Guy and shit. The kid from like Road Trip and stuff. You know, the mad fucking dorky one that hooks up with the fat black chick. Straight up.
That's for what?
To get my crap.
Oh, and it's funny because that kid actually plays an undercover cop in Breaking Bad for a scene. He's like, no, if I'm a cop, I have to tell you I'm a cop. Just ask me. And he's like, oh yeah, are you a cop? And he's like, nah, man. It literally looks like him.
I know, it makes no sense. I caught him going 120 down.
Yep. DJ Qualls. Not to be confused with DJ Walls.
You have lights on this vehicle.
Personal, I know.
Yo, you look like if DJ Qualls listened to C-Ray's Walls and pretended to be a cop.
Do you have an ID with you at all?
No. No, I keep it on my ear.
Like, nah, he's a narc.
The man claims that he was on his way to the courthouse when he pulled over the driver of the gray Nissan. Suspicious.
Everyone has the right to contribute a verse. That kid. Everyone has the right to contribute a verse. Whoop that trick, get him, whoop that trick down. He's like, pull that bitch over. Pretend to be a fed.
Suspiciously, though, he claims he doesn't have any sort of identification on him because he allegedly left it inside his uniform. After a bit of questioning, the man says his name is Brendan Wazinski and confesses that he was using his personal vehicle to pull over civilians, but insists that he's been an officer of the law for 3 years.
He said, my name is Brandon Wazowski. Mike Wazowski.
And I'm not here to mess with you, man. It's just the thing is, yeah, he was speeding, dude. You could have called it in. And because if you get into shooting, you're
right.
All right, man.
I understand. Right. This, for starters, I know this looks really bad. Right. This looks really bad. This screams whack.
Really bad. How long you been on?
About 3 years.
What did you say? This screams wacko? This screams whacker.
Whacker.
Right. How long you been on?
About 3 years.
Okay. I've been on for like 13 years. All right, so.
After checking the database,
he's like Pinocchio, only the more he lies, the more his ears flip like Dumbo. Look at that. They just start like flipping more and more until they're entirely inverted.
For like 13 years. All right, so.
After checking the database, the officer notices Brendan's name doesn't pop up on any nearby law enforcement agency's list, and at that point, his only option is to put the suspect in the back of his vehicle while he waits for his supervisor to figure things out. Less than 5 minutes later, Brendan gets cold feet and confesses that he's not a real cop.
What's up, man?
All right. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be
that bad from.
I bought it offline.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with these people, bro? You spend your time, your own money to order this shit offline, and we've seen this a lot. People, they buy like tactical gear, they buy fucking tasers, they buy all this shit just so they can pull people over and fucking harass it. Like for what? For what? So you can pretend to be a cop and get like, I'm gonna let you off with a warning. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, favor, stay in here, okay, for a second.
As soon as his supervisor arrives, the officer briefs him on the situation, and they decide to arrest Brendan for impersonating a police officer. After putting him in cuffs, the sheriff arrives to assess the situation. I honestly don't know how long Brendan was expecting to be able to get away with pulling people over pretending to be a cop, but it seems as though he was hoping to play vigilante with no consequences forever. Even though he didn't have a weapon in his belt at the time, it's not uncommon for people like Brendan to start using guns and handcuffs as intimidation tools once they get more comfortable and start thinking they can get away with it. Obviously, it's incredibly dangerous to have random people driving around the city pretending to be cops when they really have nothing to do with law enforcement at all, which is why the officers have no other choice but to bring him into the police station. After arriving at the station, the cops try to get Brendan's full statement, but the suspect contradicts himself a bunch and lies to try to get the officer's sympathy. Brendan says he was on his way to work when he saw a guy going 120 on the freeway and confesses that he freaked out when the cop asked him about his identity. Strangely, he alleges that the badge he used to fake his identity used to belong to his dad, who supposedly used to work with the sheriff's department before he was killed in the line of duty 5 or 6 years prior.
Yeah, that's a lie.
And then
Yeah, the badge is my dad's. He was killed in the lie. Yeah, it's all a lie. All a lie. All right, this one's not as interesting. Fuck this kid. Let's get to the next one here. Okay, this looks like it's going to be strange and mysterious.
Reported missing in the Flamingo Lake neighborhood.
Okay, hold on. Bet.
At around 8 p.m. on September 30th, 2021, 3 children ages 6, 6, and 7 were reported missing in the Flamingo Lake neighborhood in Montgomery, Texas. According to the parents, the kids had gone missing after they went into the Sam Houston forest and wandered off the main trail to go play in a creek. After the disappearance was announced to the public, the authorities launched a massive search that included helicopters, dogs, drones, off-road vehicles, and hundreds of police officers from multiple law enforcement agencies. The next morning, an anonymous Good Samaritan who was very familiar with the layout of the woods decided to take matters into his own hands and went into the national forest by himself to find the kids. At around 9 a.m. on September 31st, the man found the kids and called 911 to bring the children to safety, and the whole rescue was captured on Sergeant Jason Smith's body cam.
Come on, can y'all come to me? Come to me. Yeah, come to me. There's an opening right here. Come on, kids, come to me.
They wouldn't let me in over here last night, so I just took off around the back. I've been looking all night long.
Yes, sir. I have all
Jesus
three
is good,
children.
ain't he? Ain't Jesus
What?
He's good. Kids.
Like, yes, sir. I got all three of them. Saved them. Yep. Good thing you're here now, bro. Look at this. This looks like the guy from the fucking creepy videos.
All three children.
Look at him. Look at him. Bro, this it's like a retired gym teacher or something.
Ain't Jesus good?
He's good. Kids, I'm the police. Are y'all ready to get out of the woods? Come on, buddy.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get him out of here. Why'd you lure them out there in the first place, you weirdo?
We got cheeseburgers in your car.
We're going to get something to eat. Okay? You want to hold my hand? We'll get out of here.
Even though the kids were found just a little over a mile away from where they entered the woods, they'd still been lost for over 24 hours, and pretty understandably, they were hungry. As it was later revealed, the kids had spent the night in the forest, sheltering themselves under a fallen tree until the volunteer came to rescue them, which is why they had leaves and branches.
The volunteer came to shut the fuck up, bro.
In their hair in the footage.
Here, let's pick this. Grab hold of that. There you go.
You're really strong.
Am I really strong? Lose your shoe?
I'm sorry, why were these three kids just roaming the forest and they got like, what's their home situation? What, like, the bank for mating calls, bro, for real. This dude's like, I just happen to be out here looking for Sasquatch.
Gotcha.
Even though they had spent the night with minimum shelter and hadn't had anything to eat for 24 hours, the children still seemed to be in pretty good spirits as Sergeant Smith escorted them out of the woods. And toward the end of the video, he can be seen guiding them to the clearing where a bunch of cop cars sit waiting for them.
Thank you, Bill. Y'all got it? Come on, kids.
Right. They're like, oh, a volunteer. He had a blue hoodie. That's it. Volunteer. What was he going to do when he found him? And then he's like, oh, good thing you're here, cop. You got cheeseburgers in the car? Like, what? What? What the fuck? Bruh, Hansel and Gretel is crazy.
Let's come out to the road. Oh, good. What? There you go, buddy. Look at you. You made it.
Woohoo!
It's honestly pretty terrifying to think that if they hadn't been found then and there, the kids would have probably ended up succumbing to the elements. But thankfully, they were able to get back home to their parents. On January 30th, 2017, New Mexico police received a disturbing call from a witness in Nevada who claimed he had seen a woman being taken out of her Las Vegas apartment by a man and put into a white van with a Texas license plate.
What?
After receiving the alert, the cops were able to locate the van in question less than 24 hours later and arrest the driver and passenger.
Passenger.
Once the suspects are out of the vehicle, the cops approach the white van, and that's when they find something incredibly disturbing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, put a camera on this thing. Got a camera. You need a...
Alligator?
Oh my God, thank you. Okay, got it? Rolling? Okay, it's rolling. Okay, we're going to get you out of here, okay?
I got pictures of her and I got pictures of the chains.
Why did it say, come, you get a camera on this thing? It's a woman. What? Like, is it some kind of contraption? Like, why did he say this thing? What the fuck?
In the back of the vehicle, the cops find a woman named Jane who is chained to the floorboards of the van by the suspects, and as soon as the officers set her free, she gives them her disturbing testimony. According to the victim, the man who was driving the getaway van was her ex-boyfriend Jack, who broke into her apartment and took her. Even though she fought hard to escape, Jack was trained in mixed martial arts and was a lot heavier than her, and it didn't take him long to take her out of her home. Jane assumed it was her neighbors who saw the altercation and called the police, and it was thanks to that 911 call that the cops were able to rescue her. Once inside the police car, Jack doesn't seem all too distressed that he's about to be put away for a long time, and he can even be seen interacting pretty calmly with the officer driving the vehicle, asking him if he has a favorite hymn and singing the words to Amazing Grace as he's taken to jail.
You got a favorite hymn?
What's that?
You got a favorite hymn?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I've never been into them. What about you?
What about Amazing Grace? You like that one?
I'll take it.
Amazing Grace.
What in the schizophrenia? Bro, is this Maze's Uncle Ronnie?
So sweet.
As it was later revealed, Jack's accomplice in the kidnapping was 19-year-old Samuel Brown. In the other cop car, Samuel asked the police officer
That's a dude?
to have a conversation with him, claiming that he's scared of everything that's happening.
It's like Rory Culkin in Scream 4.
Okay to talk? Is it okay to talk? Yeah. Anything. I'm just kind of scared. Okay. What are the police gonna ask me?
During the investigation, the police found that Jack and Samuel had planned to take Jane into a cave in New Mexico that Jack had dug into the side of a hill, where they would later brainwash her into marrying one of them, according to the police report.
What? Did you hear this whacked out, messed up plan? We're gonna take her out into a cave where we'd brainwash her and convince her into marrying one of us. Bro. Like, come on, man. You know this kid on the right, he just got talked into it, bro. He just got talked into this dumbass plan. This guy just needed him to come along, so he said, one of us, we'll convince her into marrying one of us, and dragged this fucking dipshit along for the ride. Fucking dick rider. She's like, okay, what are we doing? Okay, let's go kidnap. Okay.
The police found that Jack and Samuel had planned to take Jane into a cave in New Mexico that Jack had dug into the side of a hill, where they would later brainwash her into marrying one of them, according to
the hills have brides. He dug a hole in the side of a hill to force her to be a wife. The hills have brides.
The police report. After the horrifying incident, Jack was sentenced to life in prison, and Samuel to a little over 5 years in prison. It's pretty disturbing to imagine where Jane would be if that 911 call hadn't been placed and the cops hadn't intervened. On April 8 of 2021, police officers from the city of Whitehall, Ohio, about 6 miles away from Columbus, received a report that a man was allegedly impersonating a police officer at a traffic stop. Upon arriving at the scene, they found a 26-year-old man named Casey Donovan Williams asleep in what appeared to be a Whitehall police cruiser. When he woke up, he told the cops that he was an off-duty cop working a special duty detail. At first, the officers bought his story, but when they were told there was no special duty assigned at that time, they returned to get the real story. And the exchange was captured on the cops' body cam.
But you have no ID from them, all right?
No.
And have you ever been sworn in by them?
I've talked to the chief.
No.
So
I'm
that's
asking you a
all
direct question. Have you been sworn in by
It's
them?
very important you answer this correctly.
Bro,
Because
it's like, there's like an archetype. He looks just like the other kid that was impersonating an officer. There's a fucking archetype.
being a former police officer or someday a current police officer, you know if you lie in this situation, you go directly to jail.
No, I'm not.
So I'm going to put that right
Listen,
out.
I'm not.
So if you are telling me you are a police officer right now, is that what you're telling me? So you are not a commissioned police officer.
I have spoke with the chief.
That's what I'm asking you.
I've spoken with the commissioner. He's like, I am Batman. I have a relationship with the commissioner.
you one question. Are you a commissioned police officer through the state of Ohio?
I have an Okada certificate.
That's not what
That's
I'm
not
asking.
what we're asking you.
I'm explaining to you. I have
No, you're not. You're not answering the question. You're avoiding the question. It's very simple. Are you a sworn police officer anywhere in the state of Ohio with any department?
Not currently.
As soon as the cops start applying a bit of pressure, Casey confesses that he's not an actual commissioned police officer. And when the cops mention to him that he risks going to jail if he lies, he decides to call one of the officers who
fucking watched Blank Man the night before, and he's like, golly gee willikers. Commissioner Gordon.
supposedly gave him the job to try to save himself from the consequences.
1 second. Would you be willing to speak to the supervisor from the company? From Watchman.
From Watchman?
Yes.
Is he an actual police officer?
You are an actual police officer, correct? Okay. Yes, he is. Where are you commissioned at?
It doesn't matter. He's not here doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's the superintendent of the state highway patrol. That's irrelevant.
I don't care if he's the commissioner. Bro, this dude picked up the phone and is like, let me call a real police officer. What?
Situation.
Even though he seems to have a pretty intricate series of excuses to justify his actions, the cops sense there's more to the story than Casey's letting on. After mentioning to the cops that he was just trying to make a little extra money by allegedly working for the Glenwood Police Department, he realizes his chances of getting out of an arrest are pretty slim, and that's when he resorts to asking the cops for mercy.
That's all I was trying to do. Please do not. I'm asking you for courtesy, man to man. Please do not ruin my career. Please.
I think you did that kind of on your.
Throughout the exchange, it seems as if Casey either doesn't realize the severity of what he's doing, or he really thinks the cops are going to let him get away with showing a fake badge and even carrying a weapon while pretending to be an officer of the law.
What do you mean? I'm one of you. You're not going to take me down. Oh my God. What a fucking idiot. What a dunce. What a fucking dodo bird. What a fucking dodo bird. All right. I'm going to do a little more. I know this is different than what we normally do, bro. I needed I was kind of burnt out from the last ones, and I was just gonna chill and watch some shit on my phone anyway, but I figured we could do it together, try something new, you know. But oh, no. That's what I mean. It's not like gore. No, the nightmare fuel was that fucking dancing weirdo, dude. Like, it's still gonna be funny. It's still a Pablo stream, you know. We're not yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I like to try different content. Like, I still have some streams planned and shit. Obviously, we're gonna go we're always gonna go back to straight comedy and bombing on Chuns, but just decided to mix it up tonight, you know. But we'll probably do this one and then we'll dip on out of here. But I appreciate you. I figured that too. I was going back and forth. I was like, should I do this? I was like, I don't know if people are like, fuck with this but I appreciate y'all supporting and showing up. So let's this one might have some crazy one. I watched like 5 seconds of this, and this lady right here tries to stab homie. So I think this one might be a little more this one says of all time. So I don't know. I can't promise what we're about to see right now because I didn't watch this.
Cams hold some of the most horrifying, saddening, and life-changing moments in history. So here are 9 of the craziest body cam moments of all time. Starting off with this case from the Douglas County Sheriff's Office in Colorado, which released footage of an officer involved in an unexpected shooting on May 13th, 2017. What was supposed to be just a regular traffic stop ended up unfolding as one of the most distressing moments of this officer's career.
Damn, he went to gun butt. He hopped out the fucking driver's seat and went to gun butt, homie. What the fuck? Yeah, we might have spoke too soon. B702. I don't know.
It all seems like a normal traffic stop, but when the cop walks to the other side of the car, the unexpected occurs.
250 shots fired. Keep 15 shots fired. Keep 15 shots fired. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't move!
Damn.
The suspect runs towards him with a rifle in his hand, and it's here when the officer quickly responds by firing his gun, causing the suspect to run away in fear.
King 15.
The way his voice is cracking, I thought he got hit. He's like, 15 shots fired. 15 shots fired.
King 15. I'm okay. Start medical for a subject with a bleeding arm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Managing to get the suspect to drop the gun, the officer held the suspect at gunpoint until backup officers and EMS arrived on the scene. The suspect was finally arrested, and the officer is fine. It is absolutely incredible to hear the fear in his voice and how this changed throughout due to adrenaline, barely being able to speak.
Keep 15 shots fired! Keep 15 shots fired! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Fear is arguably the most important instinct we possess. It enables fight mode and allows us to react instinctively to threats. Fear is also what enabled Officer Brianna Tedesco to beg for her life after a few—
Brianna Tedesco, huh? You think,
Fear is also what enabled Officer Brianna Tedesco—
You think she's one of them ones, that the whole department is smashing? You know those stories? One just came out recently. This girl was married, and she was getting plowed by the whole department. It was insane.
Tedesco to beg for her life after a fugitive pulled out his gun on her.
Bro, I was literally thinking that too. I was trying to think of the guy's name. I was like Schoolboy Q, but I'm like, no, it's not it. Schoolboy 9. P15 shots fired. P15 shots fired. This is why, like, I'm sorry. I'm going to be an asshole right now. Women shouldn't be police officers. They just shouldn't be. Okay? And this is why. And I'm not saying you can't have a woman on the force, but they should probably, like, be at the station. And, like, when you bring a woman suspect in, if you need a female to, like, search them or some shit, like, that's when you can call the woman in, but like out in duty, like, I'm sorry. You just too easy to overpower. They're too quick to, like, and irrational, probably get scared easier. And because they can't use their actual force, they're probably quicker to go to a gun. Like, I don't know. I don't think women should be police officers. Sorry.
This terrifying ordeal started as Officer Brianna Tedesco walked up to a suspect's car, which had out-of-state plates, while a second officer waited in the car. Officer Tedesco questions the man who claimed to be—
I mean, it is what it is. You heard her. It's like, bro, like, I know in today's day and age, people want to deny facts. The fact that men and women are biological differences, even though, we had the whole conversation the other day about when they find a skeleton, they can identify your gender by your skeletal remains. And there's a reason, because your bone density is different. Okay? So I don't care. I don't care who feels away. Okay? It's a biological fact. And you heard her. As soon as something started happening, she's like, ah! Ah! Like, just imagine this was a 6'7", 280 out of shape man. Okay?
Taking a nap.
Hi. Good, how are you? What are you doing parked back here? Okay, where are you coming from? How long have you been here? Not a big deal. I just have to make sure, you don't have any warrants or anything, which I'm sure you don't. Once I confirm that, you'll be on your way. No big deal. DUNKIN?
The suspect seems nervous as he fidgets around for his driver's license and eventually tells the officer that he doesn't have a license. What Officer Tedesco didn't know is that the suspect is a fugitive who's wanted for murder.
Oh my god, dog. And you hear the chick, she's like, I just gotta check. I'm sure you don't have warrants. Let me pull out my notepad. You're talking to a stone cold killer. Come on, I could take one look at this guy and be like, something's up with dude. He's sleeping in a car out here. Look at him. He's clearly he's on drugs or he's on the run or something. Why are you being too nice to this guy? But yet, like, you'd have an attitude with me if you pulled me over during the day for speeding. You'd have an attitude. But this guy, I'm gonna be all nice to some fucking sociopath out here in the woods late at night.
What Officer Tedesco didn't know is that the suspect is a fugitive who's wanted for murder. The suspect then gives Officer Tedesco a fake name for the record, Jake Duncans.
So you said your name was James, right?
He said my name's Jake Duncansons. Jacobson Duncansons. What the fuck?
How come they can't find you out of Pennsylvania?
He's like, my name is Alyssa. MONS.
They're not finding a DL driver's license record for James Duncan. Do you have anything in the vehicle with your name on it? King Henry Lincoln 4596.
In a matter of seconds, as Officer Tedesco continues questioning him, the suspect pulls out a gun on her. Reacting quickly, the officer grabs a hold of the gun, begging the suspect not to shoot her.
No! No! I'll leave! I'll leave!
Okay,
I'll leave! No!
Let
No!
go! Let go!
Hey, no! No, Desmond! No, Desmond! No! 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 Please don't shoot me! Please! Please! Please don't shoot me!
Did that cop just say, I'll leave? I'll leave? Just don't shoot me. Bro. I'm sorry. This whole fucking footage is pathetic, dog. That was the slowest gun draw I think I've ever seen. This dude's like on methadone or something. Watch how slow he pulls his gun.
Continues questioning him. The suspect pulls out a gun on her. Reacting quickly, the officer grabs a hold of the gun, begging the suspect not to shoot her.
No! 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 I'll leave! I'll leave!
Okay,
I'll leave! No! No!
I'll leave. I'll leave. What? You're a fucking officer? What? I don't think I've ever heard a cop tell a suspect, that murder suspect, that just pulled a gun on them. I'll leave. I'll leave. I'll leave. What? Thank you, Bonnie, for proving my point. This is why women should not be patrol officers. Maybe I said it wrong. Not police, but patrol officers.
No! 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 Please don't shoot me! Please! Please! Please don't shoot me! No! 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 Please! No! No! Please! No! No! Desmond! No! Desmond! No! 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 Please don't shoot me!
You had a partner there the whole time?
The backup officer, who's noticed what was happening, runs towards the car with his own weapon, eventually shooting the suspect and freeing Officer Tedesco. The suspect was identified to be Kenneth Martell, who was wanted in Pennsylvania for the home invasion and murder of an 88-year-old Theodore Garver. Martell has now met his own violent end. Quick reflexes can save lives, which is exactly what happened in this case, where officers pulled a man out of a burning truck right before it exploded. On May 24th, 2020.
Please, put that lady on like administrative leave or something. What the fuck?
Austin police officers received reports of a burning vehicle completely engulfed in flames and fumes with a patient.
If that backup didn't come, sadly, she may have lost her life, but then a murderer would have been free to kill more people. And that's why
trapped inside. Knowing that the clock's ticking on the explosion of the vehicle, the officers rushed to it to perform an amazing feat, and everything was caught by their body cams.
Get that extinguisher. Hey, man. Woo. Come on. Hit it. Yes. Come on, man. Come on. Get out. Help me get him real quick. Come on out. Pull.
Again, you think a woman would have been able to move that guy? Don't think so.
Turn him over. He's having a seizure. 4-4, we got one now. He's having a seizure. We need to invest in 10-18. That's hot. Get out. Come on, man. Get out. Help me get him real quick. Come on out. Pull. Turn him over. He's having a seizure. 4-4, we got one now. He's having a seizure. We need to invest in 10-18.
Using a baton to break the window of the driver's seat and touching the burning vehicle with his bare hands, the officer heroically manages to pull the driver out of the vehicle. The officers manage to drag the seizing victim to safety as the truck explodes just mere seconds after pulling him out.
Hey, help me pull him over there. We'll get away from the fire. 1, 2, 3. You're okay. You're okay. You're all right. Hey, get away from it. It's not going to do nothing. That's not going to do nothing. It's not going to help. Stay away. Over here. Get over there.
The victim is known to have made a full recovery. The officers, Pineda and Carrera, received a Chief's Coin of Recognition for their heroic actions, but things still get even crazier. On April 2nd, 2022, Trooper Brack Miller, who was on the lookout for an armed robbery suspect, spotted the vehicle in Canadian County and attempted to pull the driver.
His name's Brack.
Over. 32-year-old suspect Charles Carswell refused to stop and led the trooper on a high-speed chase, during which he decided to open fire on the officer.
Passing 10th nearly struck a post-CPD motorcycle officer on the inside shoulder.
Eastbound to Patrice.
Eastbound to Patrice.
950 City, shots fired. He shot one through the back window. Still pointing the gun.
This dude's like in the Matrix. He's like, oh yeah, you could shoot me. He's like not even phased. He's just like slightly moving his head. He's like jerking the car back and forth like it's Mario Kart. He's like, oh, I'm dodging a shell.
Ooh, that was ugly.
The pursuit continued for a bit longer, and Trooper Miller's incredibly calm demeanor and professionalism just kept shining. Eventually, Trooper Miller was able to tactically ram Charles's vehicle, ending the pursuit.
So yeah, second one round through the front windshield. He's still continuing to fire.
He's gonna get him. Oh yeah.
TBI.
For the criminal, it was the most intense moment of his life. For Trooper Miller, it was just another Saturday. Charles was eventually shot down following the incident, but it isn't always the case that pit maneuvers have resulted in a successful capture of a suspect. For in the next one, both the officer and the suspect...
Oh, that guy's cool as a cucumber. And that's what I'm saying. That's what you need in your police officer, bro. That was insane. That guy didn't even like... He was like, do. He was so calm. Like, and the first time he went to hit the pit and missed, he was like, ah, damn. Nah. It's like he was playing a racing. It's like, to him, it was like a video game. And it was like, ah, okay. Not like if he fucked up, that's the end. No continues. No fucking, no respawns, bro. That guy was fucking insanely calm. Like, I can't believe that. You know, if that was a chick, the first shot rings out, they would have went, started jerking the car around and crashed into like 10 other people. This dude is just like, I think he yawned at one point right here. Watch this. Like, he's like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get that pit. No, yeah, okay, I got him. Yeah.
TBI.
He's like, yeah, took him out. Tango down. Yeah, copy that. Tango down.
For the criminal, it was the most intense moment of his life. For Trooper Miller, it was just another Saturday. Charles was eventually shot down following the incident, but it isn't always the case that pit maneuvers have resulted in a successful capture of a suspect. For in the next one, both the officer and the suspect sustain injuries, but they gave us one of the most incredible police pursuit moments you will ever see. On April 10th, 2020, Arkansas State Police were dispatched in pursuit of a black pickup driven by the suspect Justin Battlefield. Justin had
Justin Battlefield?
Pursuit of a black pickup driven by the suspect.
I mean, dog, your name's Battlefield? I mean, obviously he's not going in without a fight. His name is fucking Battlefield, son.
Justin Battlefield. Justin had recklessly driven through several traffic lights without stopping before this.
Like Jonathan Bloodsport.
Trooper Sean Ellis began pursuing the vehicle when it began crossing into traffic lanes, meeting traffic at a high rate of speed. Noticing Justin's extreme and reckless driving and his disregard for the safety of the public, Trooper Ellis decided to perform a pit maneuver, a technique used by officers to collide their patrol cars with the suspect's vehicle in a bid to try and stop them.
What? Go ahead and start EMS.
Not only did the police car go above and beyond the call of duty,
Watch, this cop car goes flying.
Almost went
woo! Look at this.
To infinity.
He caught some serious air, bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bruh. You know the guy in the other car was like, fuck, this sucks.
Oh my god!
Midair. Look at this shit. Midair.
And beyond, Trooper Ellis had executed the pit maneuver at 109 miles per hour, resulting in both the vehicles overturning. It is honestly incredible to see how far some people will go for the dumbest of reasons. Both Justin and Trooper Ellis sustained major injuries in the incident, which could have been avoided if the trooper had decided not to perform the pit maneuver at such a dangerous speed. The last thing you'd expect to see on a traffic stop is an overdosed suspect, but not the least. On October 13th, 2018, a Columbus police officer initiated a traffic stop after noticing a suspected drunk driver swerving on the streets.
I was just a bit tired, so I pulled over for a second. He's on the, I'm like, a bit fucking tired, fucking, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just watching some Pablo shit. What are you doing here at 4 in the morning? I'm just watching the Pablo stream, dude. Fucking watching fucking Pick the Pie, kid.
Okay. You haven't been drinking?
No.
No.
Nah,
No drugs?
When confronted, the suspect seemed disoriented and claimed to just feel tired after a long night of watching over his kid, but as we'll see later, that's very far from the truth.
It's fucking Joey Coco Diaz, bro.
You're having a hard time keeping your eyes open, man. When's the last time you slept?
It's been about a day and a half, 2 days. Slept 3 minutes ago.
Hey.
Yes.
Why haven't you slept in a day and a half?
I just have a kid.
You have a kid? You sure you haven't taken any drugs?
Yes.
Are you lying to me?
I have in the past, like 20 minutes ago.
But not today?
Bro.
You could have.
Bro, how are you nodding out while talking to a cop? That's insane. That's fucking insane. No matter how fucked up I am, or would be, and back in the day, like if a cop pulls up, like the lights, the interaction is gonna get my adrenaline going so much. Like I'm gonna sit up and be like, "Oh yes, ma'am." Like what the fuck? How much Fenty did you fucking sniff, bruh?
Hey, you're falling asleep talking to me, man.
I'm falling asleep. I'm just stressed. I'm not falling asleep, dude. Just resting my eyes, kid. I love how she's like, "Why are you falling asleep?" He's like, "I just have a kid."
No black white jacket, no black gray jacket, no description on the third. They all took off running in the alley between Central and
What? I can't hear you.
Oh, I apologize.
You're what? What? What are you saying to me? I can't hear you.
Talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you. He's fucking itching up a storm, dude. He's scratching under his titty. He pulled his shirt up, scratching his belly. Like, Jesus, fam.
Chesterwood Boulevard.
Now I can't
Sunrise Butler. Drop a long range motion.
Do me a favor, get the keys out of the ignition.
What the fuck?
Turn your car off. Put the keys on the roof. Yep. All right, stay put.
What happens next would shock both you and the officer conducting the stop. As the officer went back to check up on the man, he had overdosed. Seeing this, the officer immediately calls for EMS. Luckily, EMS arrive on the scene quickly and are able to rescue the suspect.
So we were driving, just trying to get back to 19, and he's all over the road. He pulled in here.
Not very shocking to me there, narrator. What would shock even you? He not very shocking, actually.
He gave me some story about how he was tired.
This cop's giving him a handy in the back. He's like, maybe this will wake him up. He fucking starts jostling his dick around.
I don't have his name or anything. No. We've given him 2 doses. Like, not even within the last minute.
Nah, though, jokes aside, that's called a sternum rub. Sternum rub. Where you take your knuckles, right? Like you make a fist, and then you point your second knuckles like out, and you push it right in between, right in the middle, that like chest plate bone there, and you rub it up and down very fucking hard. Pause. In their sternum, that shit feels so uncomfortable. if someone's not ODing, they will wake right the fuck up when you do that.
You do some heroin?
You do some heroin?
For 9082.
6 milligrams
Like,
of
nah, I've never done drugs in my life.
Narcan will hook you up. The needle sitting right next to
90 to 80. I'm still making my way over 20 guys. You want me to come to you or to Korean?
You got any wallet or ID, bud? What's your name?
The man was later identified to be 23-year-old Ryan Woolen. The amount of medication that was required to revive him was a shocking 8 milligrams of Narcan. It is a miracle that he was pulled over right at that time. I just hope for his...
One time, dude, I fucking OD'd, dude. I was dead on the fucking table, kid. They had to Narcan me 8 fucking times, dude. 8 fucking times they Narcan me, kid.
Sake that he made a full
I was
recovery. He
fucking
just seemed
out.
like a really nice...
I was fucking out, dude. Fucking talking to the lady. I'm jacked to the balls, dude. I'm doing the fucking nose rub, kid. I was fucking scratching my titty and fucking passed out. The lady's like, yo, I'm talking to you. I said, we're talking? Oh, my bad, dude. Fucking went out again, bro. Came back to it, fucking Narcan me 16 fucking times, kid. Fucking ruined my high, dude. Ruined my the best fucking high I ever had, dude. As soon as I got out of the hospital, went right back to the dealer. I said, yo, you got more of that Fanny? That shit was fire, kid. Fire.
This guy having some trouble, but it's not always a good ending for some...
That's every kid in Boston. Ever, by the way.
Suspects, or even officers in this case. On September 25th...
Had a fucking Dunkin's coffee and a fucking face plant to some Narcan, dude.
2020, Metropolitan Police officers stopped a man in Norbury,
What
South
the
London,
fuck?
as they suspected him to be connected to the string of robberies that had occurred in the area.
This kid? This looks like Prince. Hold on.
London, as
What's
they
your name?
suspected...
It's like, I don't have a name. I just go by a symbol now. Look at this fucking kid. What the fuck? Bro, what are you wearing? Are you trying to be conspicuous? Like, what the fuck? Listen, dude, guy, bro.
What's sad, social? What's so sad, social?
Metropolitan Police officers stopped a man in Norbury, South London, as they suspected him to be connected to the string of robberies that had occurred in the area. Police, however, would soon discover that the suspect had a darker truth to hide, making this one of the craziest cases I've ever seen.
Under Section 1 of the Police Criminal Evidence Act, okay? The reason for that is there's a lot of burglaries in this area.
A lot of burglaries. Reason for us stopping you tonight is a lot of burglaries in the area.
You can just keep your hands out your pockets for now. I'll take it and have a look in a minute. All right.
Have a look in
there's
it.
a lot of burglaries in this area. Okay.
Let's have a looky, do, shall we?
It's 1:30 in the morning. I don't know who you are.
It's 1:30 in the morning. Yo, that's way cooler than say. Why the fuck do we say it's 1:30? They go, it's 1:30 in the fucking morning, eh?
Probably got a totally legitimate excuse. All right. But at the moment you're walking down the road with a duffel bag. All right, which I believe may have stuff going to equipped to do a burglary. All right, so I'm just going to search you.
He's like, this bag, it's not even mine. Just throws it on the ground.
Okay, I've got my ID. Perfect. Okay, that's fine.
He's like, you can look in my right pocket.
Don't put your hands in your pockets. Hey, hello. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Okay.
Hey, hello, hi, hear me, yes, you. Oh, cop talking to you. Don't do that, please.
You okay? You're just going to be searched, mate. You're not under arrest. I just need to search you. You okay? All right. Just a bit nervous, yeah? Okay. Are they expecting you home?
Gonna do a quick fucking search about. Just a quick little search about. Just a right looky loo.
Okay, that's fine. All right, that's fine.
Give me 2 seconds. Do you want me to hold that? Sorry, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. My colleagues just explained.
Oh, this kid is stressing. He's like, yeah, no, it's good. And they, British cut, like, they got some like weird saying instead of like, oh, the fucking 2 shakes of a lamb. So he's like, all right, he's like, it's a ride-a-roo, and then you'll be on your way, and two shakes of a tiger paw, 2 shakes of a dragon's tail.
He'll just quick search you, see if you've got anything that you could have got. This is all being recorded when you're okay? You're not in trouble.
The man was identified to be
Everything looks there. Be right on your way. Let you run on.
23-year-old Louis de Zoysa. He had been wearing a black mask and carrying a duffel bag after being asked by the police if they could perform a search of his bag.
Look at this dude. Right in your fucking duffel king.
In order to clear him, the suspect, who's extremely nervous and shaken, confesses to having something in his bag.
My body's just said a few of the grounds. He'll just quick search you. You're free to go. He'll try to do a copy of the slip.
Is this David Blaine's new street act? He's like, okay, I'll show you what I have. And then he fucking pulls out an entire magic lamp. And you're like, what the fuck? And he's like, now watch this. And he fucking turns around and turns into a they them.
I'm going to
And he looks at the camera and goes, magic.
confess, okay, in that bag is non-medical
Louis had been on the way to visit his parents before he had been caught by the police. After further investigation, Louis was found to have been an avid drug user for 4 years and allegedly was on the autistic spectrum. Then during the search, Louis had a very odd request.
Okay, how much have you got in there?
I've got maybe
He's like, can I just do some? Can I just do one last little rip? Can I get one last little rip in before you take me in?
3 or so
Okay, all right. I'm still going to have to search you, all right? So just pass me your phone and your mask, okay? All my concern is at the moment is if you've got anything on that's going to hurt me or you. Any needles, any razor blades, anything like that. Okay, fine. Because you just told me you've got drugs on you, I'm just going to have to put you in handcuffs while I search you. The reason... What's the matter? So the reason for that is people try and do silly things when we search them. They try and hurt themselves. They try and hurt police officers. All right?
Can you take me into the car, please?
Why? Don't resist. Listen to me very carefully.
I know.
Don't resist.
We'll put you in the car, but put the handcuffs on first, yeah?
Okay.
Is it someone's watching us? Or...
Look, let me take the bag, please.
Why do you want us to sit you in the car?
Just worried, please.
Why? Why are you worried?
It's like, the they thems are watching. The Jays.
Just.
You think your parents might see?
No.
Once in the car, Louis reaches for his pockets as if to hide something, despite being asked by the officers to not do so. The officers aren't oblivious to his actions and decide to search Louis to make an astounding discovery.
Okay, so I asked you earlier. I'm not too sure what the answer was. Have you got anything on you like sharp that can hurt me or you?
No.
No? Yeah, canisters.
Oh.
Right, at the moment, I'm
Right.
placing you under arrest for possession of what I believe to be bullets.
The officers then place Louis under arrest after finding what they believed to be bullets. He's soon transported to Croydon Police Station to be...
He had bullets and like a little fucking gems. When he dumped it out, I thought it was going to be like gems. It looked like a movie, you know, when they always open the little baggie. I've only ever seen those little like pouches used for like pearls or gems in movies. This kid had bullets. What the fuck?
Processed and questioned further. What follows next should have never even been a thing, but sadly, it is.
No, it's fine. Possession of firearm.
Gonna reach for the gun.
Bullets.
Is he gonna pull a David Blaine trick right now? What the fuck is gonna happen?
Possession of intent supply class B.
So you probably don't need further search.
Yes.
Right, sit back, let's wind them down, let's take the cuffs off. That's fine. Stand up, mate. Go on.
He's swallowing something? Swallowing his tongue?
What?
Okay, listen to me. My name's Matt. I'm the custody officer. I'm in charge. I'm not involved in the investigation. You've been arrested on suspicion of possession of bullets, ammunition, and possession of intent to supply. Class B. Anything else? That's it. All right. Your detention's not been authorised yet, but I can authorise a search if you go to section 54 of case. Stand up. Mate, you're good enough to.
After being led into a cell, Lewis, who had managed to sneak in a revolver, hit.
Did he, bro, sneak in a revolver? Bro, I told you all along it was a David Blaine trick. What? Is he gonna fucking slip out of these cuffs and start shooting? Get the fuck out of here.
Hidden in his coat, opened fire, killing custody sergeant Matt Ratana. Lewis fired no less than 4 shots towards the sergeant, one of them bouncing back to hit Lewis himself. It baffles me as to how officers could have possibly missed a foot-long gun during the search of someone who's possessing bullets. Lewis was sentenced to life in prison.
No wonder why he was sketched the fuck out, bro.
For his crimes after his recovery. If you enjoyed this video.
What? He had a fucking gun the whole time? If I would have kind of stopped, fucking British police, bro. Oh my god. Idiots. Fucking idiots, bruh. How? How? You found a fucking gem pouch with bullets. You searched them twice. Oh my fucking bruh.
Still mobbing to the store, still looking like I lied, still rapping like I'm broke, still dreaming like I'm signed. But my hustle's so loud, they gon' hear me when I die.
We fucked up clip and made that chest.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Absolutely crazy, bruh. That shit was crazy. All right. One last thing before we dip out. I just thought this was hilarious. Very pertinent, very relevant to were you followed? Hold on, hit the like button. But everyone in the chat, were you followed? Make sure you use a NordVPN. No one's allowed in my chat that doesn't use a NordVPN. Were you followed? Oh fuck. So this is hilarious. Look, fool. Look, fool. I know you're one of them, fool. Oh, shit. Ready?
My boy. Look, fool, with respect, fool. You've been following me all day, fool, and I feel like you're a part of it, fool.
You've been following me all day, fool. I feel like you're a part of it. You've been following me all day. I feel like you're a part of it.
Part of it, fool. You've been following me all day, fool, and I feel like you're a part of it, fool. Hey, who's watching you? Damn, fool. Damn.
Yeah, who's watching you? Damn, fool. Damn.
Yeah. Are you a part of that, fool? I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Are you a part of it, fool?
Who's them? I don't see a bus driver that wears a hat, has a nice fade on me. You're a part of them, my fool. Shit. Come on, fool. Like whatever, fool. Like whatever. Hey, tell him I'm doing good now, fool. You gonna be good, man? I'm gonna take off. Yeah, no. Look at me on the bus, man. Yeah, I'm good, fool. What am I doing wrong?
That fucking face, bro. The face this guy made. What am I doing wrong? Insert crack, meth, fucking spice face. This is the face you make when you just smoke spice. Yeah. Oh, my bad. You're not seeing that. Why is it? I tried to zoom in for you, but I don't think it was working very well. There you go. Let's get that face, fool. I feel like you're a part of it, fool. Who's watching you? Them. Yeah, them. What the fuck? Hold on. Let's get this again.
You're a part of it, fool. Hey, who's watching you? Damn, fool.
Damn, fool.
Yeah, you're a part of that, fool. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Who's them? I don't see a bus driver that wears a hat, has a nice fade on me. You're a part of them, my fool.
And whatever bus driver, he's like, who's them? Yeah, whatever bus driver has a nice hat, wears a hat, has a nice fade. What the fuck? You're a part of it, fool.
Come on, fool. Like whatever, fool. Like whatever. Hey, tell him I'm doing good now, fool.
You gonna be good, man? I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, no. Look at
me on the bus, man.
Yeah, I'm good, fool. What am I doing wrong?
You're acting all crazy.
What am I doing wrong? That fucking face kills me.
You're on the bus, man.
Yeah, I'm good, fool. What am I doing wrong?
You're acting all crazy.
I'm not acting, fool.
He fucking ducks down. He's like, I'm not doing anything. Boom. Fucking hits the.
What am I doing wrong?
You're acting all crazy, man.
I'm not acting.
I'm not acting crazy. Jumps down.
Fool. Fool. Come on, fool. Tell him I'm doing good. Report back to him, fool. See, I'm doing good now, fool. I changed my ways, fool.
Report back to them. Tell them I'm doing good. I changed my ways, fool.
And it's just McDonald's coffee, fool. That's what got me like this, fool. Okay, go, fool. I'm gonna kick it right here, and I'm gonna watch you, fool. I gotta watch you, fool, now.
I'm gonna be
My
right
boy.
here. I'm gonna watch you. He's like, it's just McDonald's coffee. It's just McDonald's coffee. Fool, it got me like this, bro. I was fucking dying laughing when I said, because this was right after with the stream we did last night. We were talking about the, were you followed? Were you followed? No, that shit. Dying. One more time before we get it, and I won't stop it.
Look, fool, with respect, fool. You've been following me all day, fool, and I feel like you're a part of it, fool.
Hey, who's watching you?
Damn, fool. Damn. Yeah. Are you a part of them, fool?
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Who's them?
I don't see a bus driver that wears a hat, has a nice fade on me. You're a part of them, huh, fool? Come on, fool. Like whatever, fool. Like whatever. Hey, tell him I'm doing good now, fool.
You gonna be good, man? I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, no. Look at
me on the bus, man.
Yeah, I'm good, fool. What am I doing wrong?
You're acting all crazy, man.
I'm not acting, fool. Fool. Come on, fool. Tell him I'm doing good. Report back to him, fool. See, I'm doing good now, fool. I changed my ways, fool. And it's just McDonald's coffee, fool. That's what got me like this, fool. Okay, go, fool. I'm gonna kick it right here, and I'm gonna watch you, fool. I gotta watch you, fool, now.
All right, go. I'm gonna be right here, and I'm gonna watch you, fool. I'm gonna watch you. Oh my fucking god, bro.
Still, gonna hear me when I die. Still,
Porno nips. My bad. I mean hippo lip.
I'm a straight up contaminant. I'm gonna be in all your drinking waters.
I mean, my bad. I got a grip with an extra clip with bullets that look like porno nips. This bitch outside looks so good, they gotta raise the age limit. This bitch outside.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It was for. Not a for right now. Not a for everybody. Not a for the moment. But a for lifer. Is you talking about?
What's sad, social? What's so sad, social?
Fuck, this sucks.
You bunch of clever made that shit spin.
What?
What? What? What? What?
Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know he said this? Hold on. Oh yeah, hit that one again, right?
Porno nips.
Oh, my bad. Wrong one.
I mean, my bad. I got a grip with.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I mean, my bad. This bitch outside looks so good, they gotta raise the age limit. This bitch outside. I mean, my bad.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
What? It's crazy. I mean, my bad.
What?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're gonna dip on out of here. I appreciate everyone stopping by, rocking out. We'll be back. We'll be back probably the next couple of days. I'm gonna be dropping something, whether it's a short, chopped up section of an older video or something. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. Every time I enter there, I'm good. It's crazy. It's crazy, bruh. Yeah, there'll be more content coming soon. This one I just want to try something different, but I just needed kind of a chill one. I knew I didn't have I wasn't like awake and alert enough to be making jokes and bombing on people. When I do the bombing on people ones, like I need to be I need to be hyped for those, and I just wasn't feeling it. But I appreciate y'all for stopping by and rocking with the content, no matter what we cover, because I'm always going to put that Pablo spin on it. Pause. Spin on it. Yikes. Oh fuck. You know what? While we dip out, I do have this here. Hold on. It's crazy. No, this is a cool change up, fool. I know, fool. Were you follow, fool? I know you're one of them. Base Andy, I know you're one of them, fool. I know you're one of them, fool. No, report back. Report back, I'm doing good, eh? Report back, I'm doing good, fool. It's just McDonald's coffee that got me like this. Nah, I'm gonna dip, fool. I'm gonna dip. You stay here, fool. You stay here, fool. Send me 20. No. Send it to me. Send it to me. Ready? This is my Cash App. Don't send Greg shit. Send it to me. Send it to me, fool. These Killers Row battles aren't cheap, fool. We have to pay out of pocket, fool. If you want to donate to Killers Row, fool, I'm being serious. Let me know you're not one of them. Let me know you're not one of the J's, eh? Bless the Cash App. Donate to the ring, eh? Killers Row, fool. Oh, hold on. That's not even the right flyer, fool. Hold on. This one, fool. We got an extra battle. You know, John's a diva. He asked for like 1,800, bro. He wanted the whole house and home. He wanted the whole kid and caboodle. Captain Teno, he think he a star now. He wanted like 1,900. We had to. Oh fuck! Donate to Killers Row, fool. 100%. Money on the floor, fool. For me, not for them. Money on my floor. Money on my floor. I already paid these. I already paid these fools. I already paid these fools. Money on the floor for Pablo. Eh? I don't battle for free. What, I battle pyro for everyone else get paid? I battle pyro for free? Nah, fool. Nah, fool. Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh fuck! I forgot I had this on here. This is pretty dope. To dip on out, fool. We gotta leave, fool. Look, either I gotta go or you gotta go. Either I gotta go or you gotta go, fool. I don't know. We're gonna be here all night. We're gonna be here all night then. I ain't got nowhere to be. I ain't got nowhere to be, fool. Nah, I do. You can stay. I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving.
Somebody hit my line. They heard my like that freestyle and said that I was out of line. Told them just be glad I ran out of lines. Why spare the Roddy Rich? This the perfect time. Like Clay, they want me to leave my Golden State for the smoke, not knowing that I was never laced. This how you go from Pop the Leos to Golden Stakes. I left the grass alone, but the yard was never raked. You run on panels to diss me, pick your own fight. Y'all trying to live like me, y'all clone like. Cheap shot in the ref, hoping he is gon' fight. You been here for years, evaluate your own life. I never knocked your dreams for you pursuing it, but you mad cause I've actually been doing it. Class 8 is the best and we've been proving it. It been these so-called OGs that ruined it. That's why ski mask bullies is what the movement is. DNA tooth on the chopper and he be shooting it. I'm the least likely for I let a Ruger spit. Whoever shoot the J craze, that's the truest shit. Y'all don't think I live good, yo, what's up with that? I pull my smile out of M.E.'s bucket hat. How you take a break for being about 100 chats? Cause if I leave this shit for good, then I ain't coming back. I'm just sitting down a while, I'm the death bearer. I think providing bitches funerals is less fairer. My divine ruling ain't long, it's just forever. I became the best ever and the best ever. Cause I'm just too real, that shit is hard to find. I'm spending father time focused on father time. You be surprised, labels hit me up like all the time. I got creative control, I never compromise. So fuck your word association, word who you associated. Put me in your round cause I ignored Yo-Yo's negotiations. Hesitating cause they picked the referee for elevation. How I'm just a rookie but they come to me for education. 7 battles, 7 months, they hate I'm on a hiatus. Joke about my health but then get mad because I'm how they hate it. I understand my situation, questioning the simulation, but still showed up to all my battles. How y'all still complaining? Fuck battle rap, man, cause y'all don't see the joke. I'll be the alien in this shit, it's not for me to choke. I tried to innovate, they say I couldn't be the GOAT. I'm open book with my battles, but I ain't reading no. These little whatevers, they gon' debate the claim, but they in the bushes hoping that I say they name. I'm in a driver's seat, homie, just stay in your lane. I'm self-managed, not a rep teaching y'all the game. Ah, shit. I forgot to say something about Emmy being stuck in the rain. There's no compromising, you know the llama why. I never rhyme normalizing all these homicides. I got a big head cause my mind really quantum size. You focused on Gary but you swear just like all your rhymes. Or like SpongeBob crying looking for something to find. Imagine what your life would be like if I wasn't on your mind. Oh, I guess nothing. No wonder. These old niggas mad cause I'm getting plates. How y'all let a young nigga up in y'all debate? I did what I did without ever throwing bait. When y'all ran the sector, this shit wasn't holding weight. When I came around, they said that Sean a bluff. Tried starting a podcast, they said not enough. No drive-out with Scullies, bitch, I'm walking up. I even do virtual battles with the lock and tuck. I get name dropped, Goofy's gonna applaud and cheer. Guess they was thinking that the whole time I had in fear. These niggas not on my tier, guess the result is tears. I'm trying to see what y'all was doing before I got here. I'm taking battle rap to church like y'all favorite pastor. Only difference is in church I still really blast ya. They gon' hear this shit and say, this little bastard. Don't be offended, big homie, hit ain't even mastered. There's no compromises, I don't ever need a master. If I beat a crisis, you won't never see them after. Some niggas get fire emojis, I just proceed with laughter. Especially cause they really think that they can see me after. No aprons on, nigga, you get really cooked. It's Latin pain, bad eye, I don't want the look. Too many referee bars, they get overlooked. Trying to teach me the game, bitch, I wrote the book. Bruh, who the fuck calling me? Ah, shit, that's one shorty. I'm gonna have to get back to you. Hold on. I'm just rhyming random words, I'm a phantom nerd. When I rap, I'm always seasoned something like a Santa verse. Nigga, you a snitch, you probably tell when your demons curse. But I'll kill you and pull up to the morgue so I can see your hearse. I'll pull up to the ER, no doubt I let the machine burst. Lead a face bad and tell the nurse that I seen worse. Turn around and leave, but tell the docs I need is clean first. Adrenaline, speed, rush, bound to lead a screen blurred. Shit, they had ref in the ER for the reefer. I guess I really should've listened to my teachers. But y'all niggas in the game with JV shirts. So when I do me, stay your ass in the bleachers. We from two different struggles, so I can be your mans. I'm from a ghost town, no doubt that Rio Grande. So when shit get too real and it ain't the plan, imagine how I'm gonna react with a gun in my hand. But this ain't a diss, but Sean got capped at. Y'all should know with this tech not to clap back. I got this shit out the mud, what a trap at. And you niggas is birds. Affleck.
No, I do agree. There was a couple parts where I thought it was like a fake out ending. It was like a Lord of the Rings 3. There's like 3 fake out ending. It was so y'all would leave, fool. It's over. Y'all still here? What are y'all still doing here? Leave, fool. Leave. Leave my life, fool. Time to go home. Time to go home now. Yeah, you ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here, fool. The live's over. The live's over. Oh, yeah, I know, but it's the Eminem beat, bruh. What do you mean, bruh? I mean, if you're gonna stay, if you insist on staying, fool. Hold on, I'll play something, fool. If you don't wanna, if you're not going to leave. Bruh, 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 bruh. Okay, maybe this will make them leave, fool. Too close, fool. You're too close.
You know I'm not one to break promises. I don't wanna hurt you, I need to breathe. What? At the end of the day, you're still my best friend. There's something inside that I need to read. Which way is right? Which way is wrong? How do I say that I need to move on? You know the head is separate way, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing I can really say. I can't hide no more. I can't hide no more. Got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way.
I'm a straight up contaminant.
Giving me more than I can return. You're So much that you deserve. Nothing to say, nothing to do, nothing to give without you. You know it's everywhere. And it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing I can really say. I can't lie no more. I can't hide no more. Got to be true to myself. And it feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. What? I'm trying not to lose hope, but I knew that we was too close from the second that we met. Emptiness and regrets, trying not to regress, till I take a deep breath. Feeling so depressed, felt like you were seeing stress. No wonder why I seem stressed. Honestly, we've yet to iron out the defects. That irony I detect, surely yet same mess. By the shore I wept, a hurricane has swept. Said hurry up and wreck. Knew I should have slept. I wish you the best. I got nothing left. About time I left. And it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing I can really say. I can't lie no more. I can't hide no more. Got to be true to myself. And it feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way.
So I'll be on my way. It is Casey. Bro, I had new strings on my guitar. I just haven't put them on. I mean, that could have been live tonight. What could have went live? You could have watched me restring my guitar. It's been a minute, but yeah, I recorded that with my old guitar and with my phone for real. But I have better equipment now. I'm gonna do more like music shit too. More music based stuff also. So yeah, but I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. Make the chair spin.
Make that chair spin.
Peace.